Hello, everyone. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How is everyone doing today? Sorry about the little delay. We're starting about 7 minutes late, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all Gucci. I'm just happy to see you all here. Like, we're all, what the heck? Oh my God. Here at La Cantina, we're already 19 people deep. So that's awesome to see. I see Fancy in the X space here. Good morning to you, Fancy. And hello to Seven Colors Harmony. I see M. Hello, M. FFFF. Welcome. We have the Fred Elf, and hello, Juan. Thank you so much for joining us. Good. Well, for you, it's very late. So good evening, good morning, slash good morning, Jim Cedric, the grill master. Thank you for being here. Lazaro, thank you, thank you. Los Cat, hello. Going down the line a little more. I see Mohedi. What up, Mohedi? MDH, welcome. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Um, Mean Green Doge, what up? Mary Elf, hello. Metamom, am I looking at the right chat? Because like there's a lot of friends here. Hello, Metamom. Peter Parker, Web3. Thank you so much for being here. Rustan, what up? Scat Lion Rock and Stephen YY. Thank you all for being here this morning. Make sure to claim your OP badge. You sound much better. Oh man, my week, Harmony, my week was a bit crazy when it comes to my health. So, but thank you. Um, I mean, I guess I'm just happy to be alive. Um, but let's see. I'm looking at the X space and I see Ellen Howick here. Hello, M. Good morning, Toxic Waifu. Uh, Scat. Hello, and good morning to Brittany. Thank you so much for pulling up. And what an interesting week we've had in the Decentraland. I want to start off with um I don't know if all the friends have been noticing, but we've been having more users like popping into the Decentraland lately. More it seems like event numbers are starting to like go up, and we're seeing a lot of new returning users or even new users coming onto the platform. I know that on our front here, Make with the Meta Beast Roaming Party has worked tirelessly to um, help bring the E8s into Decentraland and for like some Decentraland events and stuff like that. But what puts the biggest smile on my face is that despite like the E-Apes events being finished, I'm still seeing E-Apes coming into Decentraland. Like that puts such a big smile on my face. Um, oh, and I see in the crowd, good morning, Make. Good morning, Julia Sky. Good morning, old guy. Let's see, am I missing anyone? I don't think so. Eh, but besides that rant that I just went on, I want to highlight the event at, and I'm probably gonna butcher the name here, Club Space, or is it Space Club? I think I might be mistaking it with the club in Miami. I think that might be like Club Space, but developed by Mary Shark. Billy T Coin killed it last night. I was seeing like about 45 users all the way through, and I know like with that number 45 users, it's like there's people coming in, people coming out. Uh, so I can't wait to see or at least hear about the success from that event. I'll probably have to ask Mr. Billy T. Uh, and Yep, yep. 7 Colors Harmony, 6-month program for the Jumpstart program does end soon. I mean, hey, on my end, Harmony, you don't gotta worry about it. There were a bunch of us that were doing this before the money, so just know that we're still gonna be here. Like this was just a nice treat for us for like as like a little bit of appreciation for the last 4 years of hosting events for free. So so like some of us are still gonna be here. Don't you worry, Seven Colors Harmony. Now maybe other people in the Jumpstart program, maybe worry about them a little bit. Maybe you might need to send them a nice like chocolate that says like, please continue doing Decentraland events. But I don't know if that will I don't know how much success that will bring. But no, this program has been very exciting. It's been very nice to have just a bunch of Decentraland event organizers, all working towards a singular goal, which is like onboarding new people, bringing new people, and retaining people through the events. And Foundation has tried its best to make sure it accommodates for us and stuff like that. I have to also like give a big shout out to the other efforts that have been put forth, like the Welcome Guides program. That is a Yep, yeah. You are very welcome, Harmony. I think the Welcome Guides program is such a powerful tool for for welcoming new users because Decentraland is a lot of the times when a new user logs in, it's like, "What do you do here?" And I mean, it takes this special kind of user, such as like probably all of you in here, to be like not want to ask that question, like, "What do you do here?" You just like log in and like run, like explore, see what the world has to offer, and then you're like, "Okay, what is there to do here?" So the welcome guides have been doing a great job. Like I personally wanted to like jump into the welcome guides program like as a like later on, but to tell you the truth, like the welcome guides are just doing such a good job. Um in my opinion, of course, that like I don't even think they need me. I don't think they need me, so I think I'm just gonna run support, make them some videos or something like that that they can share to any new users. And it's also very like powerful to like have someone to point new users towards the right direction of like where an event may be or something like that. Since the release of the new Genesis Plaza, uh, reaching events and like getting to locations that are populated by users has been harder than ever because they're fucking. I'm sorry, got to keep it PG. Because the event page board doesn't always work and it's not very straightforward and like, why the heck can't we jump in to like posted events from the calendar? We have to wait for it to get to the main board. Okay, I'm just rambling here. I'm probably gonna ruffle some feathers and shit. Yeah, I don't care. Good morning, Dr. Drip. Thank you so much for being here. Uh, Alan, I see you in the stays. Hello, hello, hello. Moving forward from Mary Elf and Billy T Coin's event yesterday. The Helvidians had a couple events yesterday that were pretty awesome. Of course, there was the Meta Beast roaming party, and I can talk about the Meta Beast roaming party for hours, but I'll try not to. I'll try not to bore you guys. but but yeah, yesterday um we had 3 performers. Actually, no, I'm saying 3 performers, but I think it was actually, like, 4 performers because, like, in 1 performer, we had 3. Yesterday, we had a kid called Make start the show off for with a solid 2 hours, and then we transitioned into our guest DJ, Beats from the Basement, and I like Make telling me the story, the lore of how he met Beats from the Basement. To tell you the truth, I think it's a total like metaverse story. I feel like like it fits in all of this. Playing golf with them, all of a sudden popping in and being on an airplane with them, and then just like boom on the metaverse performing. Let's go. Um, great job, Make. And Beats from the Basement brought his two fellow DJs, DJ A Bomb and Wallbanger. Um, so, I mean, last night's performance was awesome. I honestly don't know how long it went on for. For all we know, it could still be going on. um, because, like, when I went to bed at like 2:30 a.m., they were still going hard. They were like, "What? The night is young." And like, "What? What do you mean?" So we just left the lights on for them and told them to put away the liquor and pick up after themselves and make sure the lights are off. Good morning, Jim. I see you in world, my brother. Thank you so much for joining. And so today, I'm sure you guys have already heard my voice way too much. Uh, but too bad. I think you guys are gonna continue hearing it because our our main source of entertainment knowledge attraction is unfortunately not here today. She took a family trip. She is being a dance mom today. So let's wait to hear back on all the crazy, all the crazy dance mom stuff stories she has to tell us next week. But I mean, we're here. I thought I'd come in today and just keep it short. Have a nice short space, unless the conversations do happen to like be super interesting. Then of course I will stay here as long as needed. So let's see. I just seen the J Elf pop in world. Hello, J Elf. I see Moffer. Hello, Moffer. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. And okay, so I have questions. How do I get one of these dance platform emotes? Like, what? Who made this? How do I get it? I need it now. And I will wait for an answer here. Don't know how long. Hello, Toxic. Good morning. The Toxic Waifu is here. Let's go. Oh yeah, this trying to come up as a speaker on X since 10 minutes. Oh, what? I have not seen a notification come in. Let me check that in my. Oh my lord, Toxic, I'm so sorry. Wait, am I not a co-host here? Oh my god, Toxic, I am so sorry. I'm just a fucking noob. All right, you're coming up right now to speak, and I'm gonna make myself a co-host. I was just rambling on here, like,
Hello.
hello, Toxic.
Mew, mew,
Oh my
mew.
god.
Yeah,
My streamer instincts were ready to sit here talking to myself for the next 2 hours.
I know, but did you really think that Canessa would go on a dance mom competition without making sure that you're not alone?
Ah, yes, yes. Canessa, bringing in the backup or bringing in
Totally,
reinforcements.
totally.
Because
Like I'm getting $5 an hour and I get all the snacks out of the fridge and you can play as much Xbox as you want, she said. So we will have some fun today.
wait, you're getting paid for this? Make it. I offered Make my friendship to come up here.
For real, no. Of course, I'm not getting paid for this. Sheesh. Let me try to be funny.
No.
Sheesh.
All I had to offer Meg was friendship. I hope that was enough.
It seems like it's enough. I see him coming up as a speaker.
GM, GM. Yep, it was enough. In fact, I feel like I still owe him a cup of cash. So there you go. Good morning, DCL.
Good morning, good morning. And oh, I see that Bay Beckner is here at the CBD or not CBD, but La Cantina. Good morning, Bay, or good evening to you. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for being here. And we're hosting our space, and if you'd like to come up and chat or talk about any exciting upcoming Decentraland events, you're more than welcome to.
Love
We
it.
we have a pretty lively crowd here. Just starting the events today. We're about 23 minutes deep and already have 19 friends in world. So tell me, Make and Toxic Waifu, have you claimed your OP badge today?
I'm so dumb. I always forget to claim the OP badges. For real, this is not fun. I'm going to claim it now. Sheesh.
Uh, yeah, and looks like Canessa made the cave that we had here has been
Uh,
remodeled into a hexagon looking building with a waffle stand right next door. Oh,
uh.
this is I'm loving this idea by Canessa. Okay, I'm just noticing this. Maybe I'm a bad friend, maybe I'm a good friend. But she's got the waffle stand, and right above it, like a YouTube link to the video of how to make it. And then over here with the create the cyberpunk club in 1 hour.
Mhm. But did you see to the left what a kid called Beast? No, One Existence. I think One Existence made this. The T-Rex, if I'm not totally wrong.
Yes, yes, I think I do believe this is what existence land.
Yeah.
I was running around here the other day and I seen the T-Rex and I was like, who's eating the La Cantina?
Like for real, I think this looks super realistic. Like, damn, giving some colliders, let him loose in Genesis Plaza, and we have a new event. Run away from T-Rex. Love it.
I'm just gonna jump in and say, sitting next to you two, I feel like I'm instantly need a purple and white PFP. I'm feeling a little naked here, but I got my laser eyes. Feeling feisty. Let's go.
Sheesh, yeah. So, you have a new profile pic. Nice. And I see Babe Beckner joined us on X. Awesome. Windows also. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello. But so yeah, big shout out to One Exist for his T-Rex. Maybe one day soon we'll be able to like get some colliders on him, put a saddle on him, and then like
Yes.
ride him around the one parcel. It's-
I heard I heard the T-Rex looking also good on mobile, just saying.
Really?
Yeah, he
The
posted some pictures. Looks good.
oh, that's so sick. Uh, and I haven't taken a look. Okay. Oh, looks like Mount Mana is gone completely. Wow. I mean, I should have known Mount Mana is gone as soon as I saw La Cantina, but
I'm
oh
not
my,
ready for Mount Mana being gone. This was
I
so
know.
nice.
Yeah, Canessa did such a great job with it. And so then like I'm just taking a stroll down the our village here, our collective, just to see what's up, see what's still here. Okay, we still have Hayabusa's skating rink, so that is awesome. Let me see if I've claimed this OP. Okay, maybe it's out of the period. Um, and then of course we still have Julius Guy's awesome cube, Argent's build. Yeah, totally not ready to let go of Winterfest.
Well, I
but
know old guy's
uh,
got an event on Sunday to close up. Our fearless leader from is going to do a party, I believe, on Sunday. Last I checked.
oh,
Yeah, I think so too. And if I'm not totally wrong, then Billy T Coin will be the event host, right? Like,
I
let me check.
I've heard rumors, but yes, let's
Uh,
confirm our rumors.
yeah, I see
Good.
Winterfest last celebration, public organized by Winterfest. I think this is old guy. And yeah, community favorite DJ Billy T Coin. Nice. Sunday, March 8 p.m. UDC.
Nice, nice. And also I'm seeing in the events page that the penguin hunt, search for the gold egg, is still live. So if you have not claimed your adorable pudgy penguin emote, like please head on over there. It is at coordinates -89 comma -85. The I have to say that this emote, collaboration or whatever it may be between Canessa and Issa Amazing is amazing. Like, just like the whole ta-da, like brings out like, really brings emotion into our virtual world. And I feel like when it comes to emotes, it's like sometimes like bringing in an emotion is like what makes the emote. So like,
Hmm.
but but yeah, okay. So yeah, the penguin hunt is still on, and where is that post for the Winterfest Games closing event? Because I wanted to bring it up on the screen. Oh, there it is. There we are. Yes. To what Toxic was mentioning, and I need to. What am I doing on this account? Let's. Oh yeah. But yes, performance by Billy T Coin, or I'm sorry, should it be DJ Billy T?
Ability. Yeah.
You know who I haven't seen in a while?
Dr. Waffles? Mr. Jeffers? No,
Yes,
who's
I
not?
was like, is there a Dr. Waffles now? I have not seen Dr. Jaffles in a while. Have you guys noticed
Hmm.
that you never see DJ Ability or Dr. Jaffles in the same room or performing at the same event?
Oh, damn, you're right, I think. Sheesh. What could this mean? We will
Totally.
never know. We will
Hmm.
never know.
I don't think we'll ever know. Like, unless you know, one of them like clears the air.
I will not spill anything here. Like for me, I'm a huge. I love DJ Ability. He's awesome. He kind of reminds me of Billy T Coin doing ABC every Saturday with him. But this Dr. Jeffels dude, sheesh, that guy is crazy. Would love to see him again.
No, the thing about Dr. Jaffles, and I've heard this reaction like time and time again, and I love it every time he comes out. Like we'll be like hanging out in the CBD space or in the CBD Discord, and someone that doesn't know
Yeah, yeah.
um like starts listening to Dr. Jaffles and they're like, "Oh my god, who
Who
is
is
this
this?
guy?"
Yeah,
Because it's just pure talent. Like, like it's
totally.
it's pure talent and creativity just colliding to
Yes,
create a uh a
crazy
a
experience.
yeah, a crazy experience and a performer with a bag over their head, a paper bag.
It's brilliant. Like really, this peak performance. We can't
Yes,
ask for more.
it is definitely peak entertainment. Uh, and so, yeah, that always awesome to see Dr. Jaffles. Um, let's see. I'm trying to take a look around the room here, make sure I have not missed any new friends. Dimension. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Uh, and we got Diamargos. Man, I'm gonna learn how to pronounce your name one of these days. Welcome, Carrot Lover. Thank you so much for joining us. And and yes, Meta Tiger, Meta Tiger, Meta Tiger. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, looks like I have a request here. Looks like Julia Sky would like to come up and speak. Alrighty.
Hey guys, I tried to get up on stage. What's going on?
I had
Hello.
some
Hi.
troubles too. Hi, Julia.
Good morning.
Hope you guys are doing great. I'm really excited about Decentraland in the future and excited to participate more.
What are you excited about the Central Land in the future specifically?
Well, I really want to perform and sing, so I've been trying to build community and would love to like sing on one of the stages and work with the producers that are in the space as well as the artists and collaborate with you guys if you want to collaborate with my brand that I'm building. Let's go. um, yeah, just enjoying the flow and sharing everybody's stuff on Twitter and trying to engage more with everybody. It's been like super fun.
Yeah, it's been awesome seeing you pop in. Again, kind of cycling back into the virtual world, popping into events. Been seeing it's been awesome seeing you in here. I'm happy you're doing great. Um, yeah. Hopefully we can get you on the stage sometime. I mean, the offer has always been open to you. Just gotta get your OBS set up and
Yes,
all
I
your connections.
Yes, I need to finish the task of the figuring out how to do the OBS and streaming, and then I could totally vibe with you. Like Toxic, I'd love to join. I saw you do like a streaming thing with some friends called Tripping Out. I don't know if it's possible to maybe join as an avatar to try streaming with you guys. I'd love to. Just I think it would be easier for me to learn with like a community than by myself, and I would love to like join if it's possible to
You're,
stream
you're
with you
always
guys.
you're always like it's super easy. We are just using Restream. Like it's a link you're clicking on and then you're on stream.
Cool. Can I DM you sometime to ask you
Of
questions?
course,
I
of
don't want
course.
to
And
step on
we have
toes.
a tripping out Discord server also. And everything
Cool.
is organized by Tank Poco and Nikki for Ego. So if you DM me, I will hit you up with them. But to be honest, just
Yay!
join the
Bye.
Discord, and we are sharing every week the restream link in the general chat. And everyone that want to join us is more than welcome. Like Meta Wolf from this community is joining us too sometimes, and like Mohedi, not on stream, but Mohedi with his heart and with his avatar in Roblox is also always there. So we have a nice crowd, and of course, feel free to join us on stream as well.
Yay, I can reshare and add energy, like all my feminine energy to the space and just explode it. Like just I give back. I give back energy. And
Sounds awesome.
I share everybody's stuff often because I feel like it's important for us to share and try to, push the crypto movement more out there. I'm really passionate about crypto. I don't want to see it like fade away, So I feel like it's so important to just keep talking and keep sharing each other's stuff and like going to all the places possible and to bring people together. Well, that's my say. I don't know what's going on. You guys can't be now. Oh my god. I'll leave for a
Nah,
bit. I'll leave for another 3 months. I'll be back.
no. No, no. I mean, your friends are always here on the Central End. Uh but I was just distracted here because I seen DJ Vape pop in. Good morning, DJ Vape. Thank you so much for being here. And big shout out to you for your efforts with the E-Apes uh Vape, and also like Thank you for popping in last night, keeping me keeping the conversation up with me in the back channels while Beat from the Basement was performing and make. Um and also, what was I? Oh man. Oh yes. Thank you for being our backup DJ for when Make hits three strikes and he's out. If you guys didn't know last night Make did something unique with Make has been DJing for the last like year and a half or so, and last night he did something new that he hasn't done before, but has been wanting to do for a while. Would you like to? Uh,
So, so I've done it before, but I haven't done it at home, and I haven't done it live on DCL. And it's really more than anything, it's kind of like important for the growth and also to take less load from the computer. I DJ'd straight from my USB stick, which means you don't get all the fun tools that you do in Record Box, but your computer runs better, and then everything else is more accessible. And this is actually going to bring up a very interesting thing because we definitely saw it play out with Beats from the Basement early through the performance and load. But it really opens the door to having more freedom of your computer to run the stuff you do on the stream. You do lose, some of the visual cues and truth that you get on the computer, the snappiness of the way things blend. And it's just a totally different process. Like, it's a totally different way to look at the machine, to use the tools. Some people are probably just laughing like you're a nerd. But yeah, I was also Bush League. There were a couple pauses in there that I was giving myself strikes and letting y'all know that I was a noob.
I'm still a noob. I'm a noob forever. I refuse to change.
Yeah, I'm working on it. You know what? You just got to keep pushing through these things, and once you get comfortable, then you make yourself uncomfortable. And again, my guy DJ Vape for you guys has been worked so tirelessly with me to help bring his EAPE community in that I'm a part of. Toxic's involved. Toxic, I think that entire process of the month-long experience was super intense. There were platform challenges. There were multiple, quickly on mobile where things are changing with iOS, and Tox was in the back yelling at people on the weekends, making things happen. And I think Vaped and I spent almost 40 hours in the EAPS support thing over the first 2 days, making sure people could get in. We had negotiated about 3 total hours for onboarding, and we did a hot 40 hours hanging out together. And there were a lot of layers to making it all happen. So not only did he spend all the time helping his community be a part of ours, but he also DJ'd through a 3 hour banger while I was with the family and then behind the scenes. So just huge kudos to my brother. Like, absolutely has made the MetaBeast Roman party more full with you around, man.
That's so cool. I have a question for Sinful and Make about uh and DJ Vape and Toxic about community. Like you guys just talked about community building and sharing each other's stuff. How do you um like help each other's community in the best way possible? Yeah, all I do is share stuff, but how can I do better?
mm. I mean, I always go back to kind of like show up for those that show up for you. That is like my go-to. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, like, look for people that want to be here, like, because like you can't change someone's mind. It's like if they don't like the Decentraland, like you can't tell them to be coming on Decentraland. Um, like, just show up for those that show up for you, and also try to expand and find people that share the similar interests. Like, um, I mean, through the onboarding processes of like, various communities, like you see the people that are like into it, and then those that are just like logging in for the wearable or the asset that is, or the giveaway or whatever. So yeah, I've had the opportunity to sit with like people that have just been like absolutely ecstatic to be like on a call with me. First logging into the Decentraland, like, oh my God, what is this over here? Oh my God, what is that over here? Which I feel like that was like you, Julia. Like that was like your reaction when you first came in here. Like, which like that tells us that it's like you want to be here, you want to be a part of us, like and
Yeah,
then
it was
I've
really cool. Like it was a moment I was like lost for a long time, and then I ended up finding my way back to crypto with the Decentraland because it was just super wholesome and kind. Period.
yeah, but then on the other hand, I've had those individuals that are just like that are like logging in and they're like, oh, you can't log in on VR, like this obviously sucks, like like I've had that like before and I'm just like, okay, ending call. No, or but like honestly, like in a way, I guess if you do try to continue to like help those individuals out, it's more of a it'll take a little more time, maybe finding where their interests lie and seeing what the Central Land has to offer for them. But I don't know. Maybe Make and Toxic could tell me if I'm wrong for this, but like I tend to put less effort on the individuals that don't want to be here than and give all my love and attention to the people that do get it, that do see it. Like, am I wrong for this, guys? Like, or
No, you're not
No, no, not at
wrong at
all.
all. Like, I think what's super important is because what I see from the people that are really in the space and they're really like trying to keep everything going, um, it can be a full-time job, and I think it's super important to protect your peace and to protect just your energy so that you can continue with what you're doing. So what you're saying, Sinful, like um, if you notice maybe someone doesn't want to help, then what are you supposed to do? You can't run around behind everyone. So keep an eye out for the people that yeah, that value you and that want to get your help. I think this is a very good point.
I think you get you push right through everybody else's BS. Like I've been sitting in all the spaces and these different projects where people have already made up their minds maybe about DCL, and I just keep making sure we have a great group of people who do get it to keep pushing boundaries. Funny enough, Julia, like I've been spending all my time kind of, if it's not for projects and outreach within like communities I believe in, I'm spending a lot of time welcoming in the normies. Like I honestly, I've got more. So, I mean, maybe that's not fully true, but I would say a large portion of the people who have come through the MetaBeast party, especially of late with the mobile options and the options to log in with the different, you know, email addresses and stuff, like you don't need to say, hey, come join crypto anymore. You say, come be a part of the best party on the internet. Come party with your friends, low barrier to entry, easy to come into, prizes and wonderful people. And for me, it's like it never changes. Like there's always going to be somebody in front of you who's like, "Oh, that's cheesy. That's not VR. That's not this." And my rebuttals are like, you get some of the best audio on the unfiltered audio on the internet, and you're getting a pirate radio station broadcast independently by two of the dopest MFers I know. And then myself, DJ Vaped, is the other one. Um, but yeah, it's a pirate radio station broadcasting dope ass audio and visual, and we are out here on our little pirate ship finding our people and finding our why. And I think the story of like these wearables going to Valhalla or like owning digital land isn't the story anymore. And the real story is like, how do we gather together and really make something special every time we do what we do. And
Arg! Aye,
I think
aye.
it's important.
Let's go. Seven
You-
C's.
for real though. And people who want to go get their wearable and say, "Hey, how do I move that wearable?" Or I want $10. Where do I get that $10? You can realize that wallet, even if you start up by a Gmail or an X account, they're building you a wallet in the back end you could use. So for the people who would like to then carry on in crypto or give some more stuff a try, it's an option. And I've seen that play out. Um, where the other people who are coming in are literally coming in to hang out and listen to music and be a part of something, right? And I think for what the creator program, at least the Jumpstart program, has meant for me, it's given me the ability to fully concentrate on welcoming more people to DCL. It's also empowered me to bring in new DJs almost every week, right? I think we've now hit 32 different DJs who've been through the MetaBeast Roman party almost in 2 years, which, in the beginning, again, besides DJ Vaped and a couple others, it was like they were like, "A, you shouldn't even DJ. You literally have no idea what you're doing, and please stop this. It's hurting my ears." And people just fudding the whole time to now, like, there's a lineup of people who actually want to come in and want to come back and play. And even if there ain't money behind it, like, A, we're not going to stop. But that money is given the ability for us to really, truly do outreach, really, truly make sure people are being rewarded for their time spent. Because, people who come from crypto expect rewards, right? Like, time is money in crypto more than any other truth there is. Whether that's you spend your time meme coining or you invest in your time in a community to have rewards, it's part of the truth of what Web3 truths are. And the outreach ability has been awesome. I think we're well over 100 new users who've given the MetaBeast roaming party a try over this last period. I think we had 30 officially through all the intensity, but over 30 people from the eApes community come in, which I just think is an incredible success. And these people didn't come in once to grab a badge or a wearable. They came in like a lot of them 3 times, and a bunch came back afterwards. So I think the ability to work with people, open new doors, and yeah, crypto is a part of this story, of course, but it doesn't have to be everybody's story. That's what I think.
I love how, yeah, yes, bringing in like it's like we're not just onboarding crypto people. We are trying to onboard the masses here and make like I like that you mentioned, like, how the Jumpstart program has given us the ability to start to outreach in a meaningful way. I know that, like, I know that you have used the resources available to us to the fullest, and have made sure that it all comes back to Decentraland. And you've done a great job at that, I will say.
I really appreciate it. I mean, again, like, I know how a lot of people feel. I have taken I think a lot of us who were privileged to get the opportunity have also taken a lot of pop shots in the back. Like, I've been called an extractor more than once through this 3 months, and I've been pretty upset about it, honestly. Um, but the opportunity to bring so many artists and creatives and people in has been the reward. And I think we are all seeing how extensive and how great that is. I mean, the parties and the events and the different experiences over this last month have been more full, more crowded than since we've switched over from client 6 to 7. And also, when everything's cooking, more stable, right? Like, we could party with 70 people in the thing. We can have 100 people hanging out, and it works. So I just think there are rewards so much past. And sure, maybe some people are going to stop when this opportunity comes, but I really hope everybody takes the opportunity not just to do what it is they do right with this last month, but like go out there and really bring in that next layer of people, because that's what we need more than anything to flourish as people.
Mic drop. I see that we have DJ Vape that came up to speak. Good morning, DJ Vape. How are you today?
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Can you hear me?
What's up,
Sounds
Mm,
good.
DJ Vape?
GMMFer.
You can hear me?
maybe it sounds like you're in a bowl.
You're far away. Where are you?
Oh, I don't know what's going on. Here, let me try to fix that.
Are you on your computer?
No, I'm on my phone, but the phone is fucked up.
Oh, I see. I see. Yes. Speak. Let's see. Give us a
I
check.
wanted
I
to
saw your
bounce
mic on
off
mute.
of what Makes said about just bringing in more different people as artists. I have people I can bring in, like family and friends, you know, that I know. I don't know if they'll come in, but I can send them a link and they could come to watch the show if that's something you would be interested in.
I
I can
think
invite Genzo. My producer, Genzo, would totally join because he and I made NFTs together. And he is a talented producer that you guys might vibe with.
I think that's a great idea. I gotta say, I've done more outreach. Like, I have my photographer truth or my photographer slash family, Instagrams and different things. And I used to keep them very separate, but now I spend just as much time on my general profiles being like, yo, come hit the best party on the internet. Like, and you would be surprised how many people are willing to try it, and if you have a certain, whether it's music, which obviously dominates probably the truth right now to me personally in DCL, a lot of people just want to hear dope ass music and be a part of stuff, and I think the non crypto thing or the way in passively, feeling like it's available to them has freed me from thinking that we only need to be around crypto native people. And the door opens wide. Like my job or my care isn't to welcome everybody to crypto. I just want everybody to hang out. mm, and it's a bonus. Like if people decide to go down the path of crypto, great, but I'm going down the path of hanging out with my friends in DCL.
Vibes. That's what's up. It's all about that anyway. Like, you get to the destination. If you get it to there too quickly, you miss out on all the times with your friends and family along the way.
Hey,
Yeah.
what's up, everyone? I think I fixed my microphone issue.
Oh yeah, you sound sexy,
GM.
my friend. What up?
Mad love and props to Sinful and to Make and to Toxic for all the help that they gave the EAPS community coming into Decentraland. That was such a vibe. We spent so long planning and putting together a package even to the founder of EAPS, and we thought like, oh, are we asking too much, as far as like prizes and contributions and time and energy. And the founder, Crypto Mercy, just came back to us and was like, well, let's give more. Let's give more. Let's just be as welcoming as possible. And he said, let's like, give more NFTs, give more money, we'll do this, we'll do that. Like he wanted to create like videos and helped out with even the badges. So yeah, it was just truly amazing, and then all the help and love that we got from DCL was just phenomenal. So hats off to not only the people that helped put it together, including Mary Shark, who I don't see on here today, but also to all the DCL homies, the regulars, the natives, the people that vibe coded with with the community, at least the Yapes community, and I think that in turn really helped them like also feel like they found a place that they could come back to. So that was really important. That was truly amazing. I mean, the two events really exceeded, I think, all of our expectations, and even the help that we got during the process from DCL and their devs was truly amazing. So hats off to all of you guys for all of that.
Vape, I have a couple things there. Okay, so one, I want to like with Crypto Mercy, like big shout out to Crypto Mercy. Like he was a guest on Beyond the NFT in the past, and was so good to see him, coming back into the Decentraland, into the fold. And this time he was coming in with some excitement. It's like very refreshing to see a founder of, a crypto project, just give this amount of energy. I don't know, it feels like a lot of founders seem to like lock themselves away in their ivory towers after so long, but Crypto Mercy is out there with the people. He's showing love every day. Could
Yeah,
you
he came in with full excitement. I mean, like, I don't know if you remember, but like, just like I was there for the beginning of Decentraland when like Paris Hilton came on to DJ. He was there at the same time too, and I didn't know him back then, really. And I think like a lot of people, like, we came in, we saw it was amazing, but then like, like other things kind of took our attention. So for him to come back into Decentraland and see that there's still a amazing community there, I think that's what excited him as well. Like, and the fact that, like, you know, our big plans is, for eApes, is to build our own like little digital universe called eApes Island. And so I think that made him see uh, the vision more clearly as to what what eventually that could become as well. So yeah,
Did you build the
totally.
island?
no, we're in the process of building it. So
Yes, let's go. Island time.
eventually it'll be like, this amazing island with different parts, and people can own land, of course, and build whatever they want to build there. Like, I want to build like a club, of course, like at the base of a volcano.
Yo,
um
that's what's up. That would be
and
literally lit.
yeah, it'll be really cool. I mean, like, so like, like, I think it was important for us as a community to align ourselves with other, builders and metaverse people and digital universe people, because, I think as a whole, like, that's going to help propel that, that basic concept, is that, like, hey, there are communities in a digital universe, in a metaverse, there are communities that, like, you can vibe with, and, just go out there and find your people.
I've been just telling people like where I play live and like film myself wherever I play about Decentraland. So I've just been trying to get people in through like Instagram. They don't really understand what I'm posting. It really confuses people. They're like, what is going on? What's this weird side life you have of like, I'm like,
Yeah, I think you just
it's
got to keep
interesting.
doing it,
Love it.
right? Like, the repetition, putting it in front of people's faces, like, keep saying what you got to keep saying, speak your truth, and eventually the right people will find that message.
Yeah, like I like what you guys said. Like either people, some people get it and see the vibe, or they just don't and they criticize it. And what lately I've been experiencing is a wave of criticism energy. Like this last couple weeks, like I did a lot of sharing, and then after it was like a cloud of like, whoa, like super like it was super like like critics and just people were just like they didn't see the magic that I saw around me, so they were kind of like whoa, but it lifted and it passed. So now it's back to like friends that are like creating more, which I think I just like being around creators because we get it. I get it's like creators, we create and we make our own worlds, like our own spaces like this. It's cool. I'm grateful for this, honestly, so grateful.
Julia, If there's anything I say is dance like nobody's watching every time you get off, and don't worry about what anybody's thinking. You know, I dance like a monkey every single Friday night. Zero fucks given. My fucking my wife and my kids are looking at me funny. I don't care. I'm dancing. I was shoveling snow like the Dickens last week, dancing to my house mix outside in the shovel. That's, if we find the joy and we don't care, zero blanks given, then the people who don't care also are gonna stick. And people who look past being trivial will fade away.
Well, that's part of dance culture. That's part of EDM culture. I came up during the early rave days out in the desert and then into the warehouses. And, back then when I started into that scene, like there wasn't that, like, before then, there wasn't like that mantra dance like no one was really looking. It was more like the opposite, like, like, am I fucking like, dancing right, whatever. But like you learn very early that no one really gives a fuck. Just move your body the way you need to move your body, the way the music dictates, and be who you are. And so like that mantra, I think, and that feeling has always been around electronic dance music. Is one of the reasons why I was really drawn to it, because you didn't have to, you know, uh, be a poser, or you didn't, like you can come from any background. And I think that's what, like, DCL and all these communities are like as well. Like, doesn't matter where you're from or what you look like or how you speak or what your accent is or what your language is. Music speaks all languages. So, and that really helps to bring like lots of people together. And I see it a lot in Decentraland.
I love that, like, dance like no one's watching,
Yeah, me too.
reference, because like, I mean, for personally myself, like, I obviously I'm not dancing like you guys are, but like my beyond the NFT shows, that is my way of dancing. And I go back to like, that song Dance Monkey Dance. That is basically what I envision whenever I dance.
Yeah, DJ Vape, I really resonated with what you said about just like the dance culture and stuff and the rave culture. And I think I'm just gonna focus on the people that are there, and just like like the rollerblading girls. They just love to rollerblade, and they're really nice, and they're always like super inclusive, and they're like, let's just go rollerblading. And I'm just gonna go focus on that. Like there's this festival that I do in Ohio. It's called like Ingenuity Festival. And it's like a big art kind of festival there. And there's a lot of people that come in with like neon lights and rollerblades, and just it's a vibe.
Yeah, it sounds like a vibe. I think, wherever you can create a vibe and have other people come in and share that vibe, it's truly an amazing thing. It doesn't really matter where it's at. Like, it could be online, it could be in real life. As long as you can, like, just hang out and be yourself and enjoy others, like. And I think that's kind of like, again, what DCEL embodies, what the Meta Beast Roaming Party embodies, what we all do as DJs embody. I mean, like, it's just sharing good music and being comfortable with yourselves. So that's all it is.
Facts. I wanted to, just like real quick, bring it back to the e-apes. Like, could you tell us about the e-apes, a little bit of like history, or just a general uh, biography? Is that right? Biography.
Once upon a time, there was an I. Just kidding. um, I don't know if you know this, but I used to do like I used to record. I was the sound recording engineer for trailer voices. I used to work for a company that created all these trailers, and we would bring in, all these amazing voice actors. And one of those guys was the voice of God. I forget his name, but he would always go like, "In one world, in one time, one man, one mission," type shit. So, but EAP's you've been around since 2021. So we've been around like almost 5-6 years. We've gone through all the ups and downs that any NFT project can go through, but we always had a really good core group of members. We've got probably maybe 3,500 or 3,300 individual holders across 2 chains. We're both on Multiverse X, which is eGold, and Solana. We launched our Solana collection last year as a way to expand. Again, like it's always been about expanding the community, expanding our own economy and universe and ecosystem. So um, we are about to launch our grand stake, and it's not just a passive staking program. It's a gamified, rewarding um, uh, staking program that will last. Oh, at least this season will last to the end of the year. And all you have to do is hold your NFTs, your assets, and EAPS assets in 1 or 2 wallets, whether it's on Multiverse X or Solana. It's a cross-chain staking program, and you don't have to lock up anything. There's no contracts. We just the DApp, once you sign in, it just reads your wallet, and it's a year-long race where you can align yourself with groups and teams, and collect loot boxes, collect banana points, and you can exchange. Eventually, some of those things will result in real world rewards, like either cash or merch. But the great thing is at the end of the year, there's the top 100 will be rewarded somehow, some way. But the top 3 prizes are like $2,000, $3,000, and $4,000 packages. For those users, and obviously, of course, the more you play, the more you own, the more you can accumulate, and everything like that. But there'll be all other leaderboards for different things. So, and in the background of that, we're slowly building our digital universe. And the cool thing about um our founder is that, like, he's a builder. Like he builds all these videos, and he loves that we use. I think we're using Unreal Engine or something like this, to build out our universe. So and we've got a really great and hardcore diamond-handed members and tribe members in our Discord and in the community, and they're not just like solely EAPs. A lot of people own NFTs from across the board. So that's kind of like who we are in general. But yeah.
I love it. I love it. I mean, I know that yesterday you and Make were both like, "Sinful, join our team." So I'm definitely gonna have to stake my EAPE and join the team. Hopefully, we can come out on top.
Team USA, woohoo! It's kind of like set up like everyone, like, okay, it's kind of like set up like a World Cup, right? So every person, you don't have to choose your own country. You can choose any country you want to join. And we do have a lot of European members, so like a lot of those European countries are pretty stacked against the Team USA. So if you are in USA and you have a EAP, or you don't have an EAP and just want to join our team, you can pick up one and help stack the US team. But yeah, the staking will be fun. It's meant, if any of you, I don't know if anyone remembers the heist on Solana about a year or two ago, but it's kind of like that, where I remember the hype around that game, that gamified staking that they had, and the rewards that they were giving. really hyped it all up. So like it's kind of similar to that, but different in our own way. So
DJ Vape, how did you start in the beginning with your process of this? Uh, well, it's basically like you're founding something, right? Or you built a really vast community like that. Was it hard to do in the beginning, or did it
well, in the
come
beginning,
quickly?
I was just a member, right? Like I became part of the team probably almost a year ago as an ambassador. But in the beginning, it was during the hype of the NFT markets, like 21, 22. And so and back then, Multiverse X or eGold, which is the coin on their layer one, was like pushing like 300, 400. We had an all-time high of 500. I mean, now we're down at like $4.50. But I mean, like, so that hype helped to build the our project. And we had people paying like 10,000, 20,000, $30,000 for grails in the in eapes. And I remember I paid at one point 152 e-gold or 158 e-gold, which at that time was worth like 10 grand.
That's
um
insane.
for
Wow, what a
one of
like
my
it was a gold rush of a time.
it
Like
was truly an NFT gold rush. And I
that's
truly believe that we'll get back there. It's just going to take a long time. I think everything happens in cycles. um but yeah, and the artwork too. The artwork was just simply, and still is simply amazing. It stands out. And we've gone through again lots of ups and downs, just like every NFT project. And eventually, the community took over because we had some VCs kind of that used to own EAPs, but we didn't really like the, a lot of people didn't like the direction. So we kind of like kind of forced them out, and we took over as a community, and we
you
voted.
first.
We
You started
voted.
an internal rebellion.
Yeah, it was almost like mutiny. And at first I
You did a
agree with it.
mutiny in a group. That's so cool. Sometimes
Yeah.
it'd be like that.
Well, like it was a tough era to go through, honestly, because
I'm sorry. That sucks though, but it's kind of like, wow, what a journey. Like
it has been quite a journey. Like we were owned by like this amazing called Morning Ventures, I think, or Morningstar Ventures. They're based out of Dubai. They had big plans, but then they were like kind of dragging their feet, and people got bored or whatever. Like uh, um, uh, when what do you call it? Bull, not bull, bearish market for NFTs. People like they start the littlest thing will set them off, and they start complaining and whining and fudding. And so a lot of that was happening in our in our community, just like it was happening in other communities. And a revolt and like a mutiny like happened, and the community kind of said, hey, we want to take over, we want you guys out. And I was on the faction that, what are you guys doing, what the fuck? Why rock the boat? I mean, these
I
guys
don't
have deep
like when my
pockets.
boat is rocking.
Yeah, well, but in the end, we ended up choosing our leader. We ended up choosing our new founder and our new CEO. And I think, looking back, that decision was the best decision. I didn't agree with it in the beginning, but like getting to learn who our new founder was, and his vision, and his passion, and like, okay, I think a lot of EAPs and myself rallied behind that, and we wanted to push that forward. And so and then they always asked, then when they asked me to, like, hey, do you want to be an ambassador? I'm like, well, fuck yeah, I'll work for my bags. I believe in this community, I believe in the vision. So ultimately, that's where we are now,
That
and
is so much
continuing to
knowledge, but
push
it
forward.
inspires me from what you just said. Like, was just how you built the hype and the energy, all the different layers of the things that created this momentum. And as a DJ, you tapped into the frequency of that moment,
Ah,
which
frequency.
is really interesting that you tapped into that, like, and to be able to jump on it, and when most people, don't jump, it's most people in crypto, we just jumped on this thing, and a lot of people didn't jump on it and still don't jump on it, but we jumped on it, and somehow we're here, and we're in this community, and it's like super random. I think about it often,
It's
how
crazy, right? I think it's crazy.
Well, I'll just say that I switched my PFP because of all the stuff. Everybody's showing up there and Vape showing up there. And it was just such a great adventure. I think also the adventure and happened with the Mr. Cat community. Like, I think it's time to go and see our friends and be like, hey, let's get together and do something dope. Uh, like help inspire stuff. And Mercy came out and gave a ton of effort, showed up to every event, collected the bat. Like, it was so refreshing. I think more than anything, um, a lot of founders just kind of look past the things we do, and they don't necessarily get involved, or they're kind of locked away in the, as they say, their ivory towers. So to have like a boots on the ground experience, and have a couple of them, really, like, it was almost back to back. Mr. Cat, for those who know, AKCB's original artist, who is just one of my favorite people I've ever personally met, and just super inspiring. Think that ability to work with founders during this opportunity and having people with their arms open instead of their arms closed really has been such a refreshing difference. Um, and it was just so fun. Like, dude, at the end of the day, obviously people didn't know what was going on, didn't know where to get. We had to figure it out all together, but it it's just such a different experience. It's what made NFTs great. I mean, I see Kooky down there. Shout out to my mid family for real. And that really happened. And how I met Vaped originally was in the D God or D community, right? And then that had its incredible energy, and kind of the energy of everybody being together was so refreshing, right? And again, Kooky down there, I met Jay, I've met the entire family. I'm still holding my Gwyn, and I'm still holding my mid. I've got a mid that looks just like me. Actually, it's hilarious. And they're doing some great things within that cultivated energy. And I think that's what we were all craving, right? Like, ultimately we crave to be creative and push boundaries together. And I mean, whether for real, and that's been happening more than ever through DCL. I mean, this time period of collaborating with Mary, collaborating with Vape, getting on calls with Sin, figuring out extremely complex streaming. We don't just press play at the Metavis Roman party. There is a lot going on in the back channels. Last night was a great example, but figuring out these little pirate radio stations,
It's a
enabling so
goddamn
fast.
production.
It's a goddamn production that takes a lot. And when things go wrong, we have to be patient and we have to problem solve. And we get to learn about the people we want to build with. And I really know exactly who I would team up with on any complex problem. Like, right now, we could go make a physical product. We could make anything that we want on the blockchain. We could make 3D assets, and we can make them jiggle and dance, but we could also make something to inspire the next masses. And I know exactly who in this room I would hire, and abroad, to be on a team, right? Because we figure out complex stuff without breaking apart. We come together to solve dope ass problems. And right now, in a micro bubble, that's just streaming to music, but it goes so much farther, right? Like, working with Rustan and the different teams to help bring in the beast and Dr. Drip to layer textures. I mean, I'm going to shout out Dr. Drip again. You talk about somebody making products. This MFer has got the coolest fucking lights for Hondas you've ever seen in the world. And his artwork and his creations are literally on some of the dopest cars you've ever seen. Um, so I just think the people and the things we're doing, sure, it might be about like keeping this platform lit up and fun and vibrant, but we're also figuring out who are the dope ass people you might want to go down the road with. And I'm
Come
going down the road.
together right now over
Just
me.
saying.
Sorry, I just had to do that.
I'm just saying, girl.
He come
Um,
all flat top, he come grooving up slowly. He's got juju eyebrows, he one holy roller. He got hands down to his knees. Got to be good looking or you got to be free. Come together
right fucking now.
right now.
We out here.
We out here.
We fucking out here, Julia Sky. Dance like nobody's
I'm gonna
watching, girl.
dance. I'm
Just
gonna dance
saying.
soon. I'm
No,
gonna
I
have.
mean, I'm telling you, without question, like there are the devs and there are the 3D creators and there are the people in the back making all these incredibly complex things that seem so simple when you get to go and have an experience. But there is so much happening in the background. Yesterday, the patience between keeping beats and getting him tethered, even though he had an absolutely perfect visual stream, the music was coming in completely broken. And so instead of freaking out, we sat through the process, Sin switched to server two, turned on music, let the people know we were having issues, kept the party rocking, no stream ended, problems got resolved, and they went on, I think, for at least 6 hours last night. Instead of quitting, saying it's broken, and walking away, it's like teaming up with problem solvers and the greatest thinkers you know about very complex situations, even if it seems so simple to the people walking in, and how to
Make
push through those.
Yes, yes, make right there, right there. Like it goes back to what I was saying earlier. It's like about the people that want to be here. Those that don't like it's just like they'll just throw their hands up and be like, I can't do it. Like, you know. But we had beats from the basement yesterday, just you remember that video that you sent me of like someone at a DJ, like the DJ at a gigantic festival in the middle of a set pulling out his freaking screwdriver and freaking opening up his DJ board to like like that is what we were doing yesterday, like in the middle of it. So, I'm so happy
That's
that
so
you pulled
cool.
that up.
That is 100% what happened yesterday. And if like to even go through the layers of how everything worked yesterday would A, bore you all, and
No, not
two,
at all. It was.
honestly,
I would learn something. I'm trying.
I think the
It's hard.
reality is there were a lot of layers working in unison to work yesterday, and even things have to change on the fly, right? Like it really is the build up to doing things when you are trying to have multiple people connected to a stream that doesn't break off, and then the ability to keep that stream, turn on other music, turn on the house lights, keep people rocking, is it's very complex. And it takes a lot of patience also from the people who are DJing. We had the reverse experience the week before when we brought in DJ Classics and I helped him on board, you know, almost for 3 hours all the way through OBS, and he had everything set and he went to go, and we just couldn't get him back, right? He was getting room noise no matter what we did. And so Sin again let everybody know, turned on house music, or house, like meaning like, you know, vibes for the crowd, right? And then I jump back on the decks for another hour or two because we could not get it back. It's like there are just so many layers to figuring out who you want to be around, and like who are the people who could push through it all to really deliver a great experience.
Like being there helps, just being in the forest of like the trenches and seeing what goes wrong. Do you learn like a lot about like what goes wrong when it goes wrong and then you fix it?
I guess it depends where it's broken from, because sometimes you can learn. I'd say, I mean, at least for our plan as a team, myself and Mew, and mostly it is Mew. Don't kid yourself. He is the crack of all crack producers. Sometimes there's stuff to learn. Sometimes things are broken. Sometimes servers go down in Paris, and sometimes SSL tickets don't get paid for servers. It's like it could be anything. Yesterday, Beats from the Basement, we prepped on Thursday. We made sure he was streaming. We made sure that feed was great. I was trying something different, and Sin and I went to test, and it turned out my server provider needed to restart the server, and it was down, for an hour, and we were like, okay, how are we going to deliver this in a different way? And so whether you learn or not, it's more about how do you solve the issues, because there are too many problems. Problems always happen. It's how do you fix the problems?
I I really respect every like streaming person because it's extremely difficult, like being able to navigate everything. Like it seems almost impossible right now. So definitely give kudos. I don't know, like all the energy and layers is just it's so much, it's so intense, to think about. I like so you just want to perform, as an artist. You want to just go and like perform, but this technical aspect is so hard.
I think anytime you're going to go perform, right? When the lights go on, you just got to go, and you got to solve problems. Sometimes it's a guitar amp is broken, or sometimes your inner earpiece does not work, or like you just got to make, lights go on, it's showtime, and you got to figure out all you can to make it happen. I don't think streaming, by the way, it's a little challenging right now for some with the DCL tool, at least from the admin side, and we'll get into that. I'm sure there's plenty to talk about. Currently, the DCL streaming tool for Mac users is not showing visual, but outside of that, the tool, you could plug that right in to OBS. I would say the last piece to the puzzle is usually um, a audio interface, which a lot of people do not have, right? But so that's a barrier. I personally have been using something called a howler, which literally is a cheat code for DJing on the internet. Um, yeah, but I mean, ultimately, you can press play right now, Julia. Like in DCL, maybe not as a Mac user currently perfectly, but for the most part, it's easier than it has ever been to stream into DCL without incurring a lot of extra costs. Um, it's the difference is when you don't want the stream to end and you want to onboard, new DJs or new musicians, yada yada yada, then you can't just have yourself there, right? You need a team and people working to make sure that happens.
I too am learning that as like the streamer that started off with like I can do everything and then like uh slowly found out that that is not the case.
Thanks for the information, Make. Like I'm learning a lot, and it's definitely going to take time, but I'm going to try to learn faster and do my tasks.
You got it. I mean, I think the barrier to entry right now to streaming into Decentraland after your computer and a microphone is honestly for really solid sound before anything else, some sort of audio interface that is taking that sound and processing it for streaming. When you don't have something that's going into your computer to take that sound and clean it up and like synthesize it for broadcasting, what you're left with is room sound. And room sound on the computer, unfortunately, sounds pretty terrible, as we have once again learned 2 weeks ago.
Oh no, room sound. So at booth sound is the best sound. The booth is my favorite,
Well,
but that
you're right in a sense,
the
but
booth
ultimately
is far away.
the booth gets like, imagine that audio interface is kind of like the booth, or I mean, almost every studio is going to have that audio interface to bring in that sound, right?
Oh, well, yeah, I have a recording setup, but it's like I have a recording setup and an interface and a microphone
Then you pretty much have everything you need.
and a room. I'm in my room making sounds. I I just the whole process of recording and being my own manager sucks. I don't want
I
to
mean,
manage myself.
you know what? You don't need a manager until you can't manage all your requests. You don't need an agent until there are too many people calling. Because all they're going to do is take your money until you don't have any money. And then you're going to be without a agent or a manager, without the thing like the chicken or the egg, right? Like we always hear, oh, this manager or agent came in and they really made it happen. Generally speaking, that's not the truth. Generally speaking, it's quite the reverse. Most people get these 360 deals and they get promised a lot, and what they get is very little. You really got to fortify yourself before ever bringing in management. Like that is, I've seen, like, I'm not a kid, at least in the creative sense of the game, right? I've been an independent creator, mostly a photographer for the last almost 30 years of my, a long effing time. Definitely well over 20 years, right? If I've been with my wife for 20, then it's going back a ways. We're closer to 30. Um, yeah, and the reality is I've watched a ton of artists get, most of the time when they're not ready for management and don't have their own wave they're surfing on, that management or agency suffocates them and actually breaks their spirits, because they're losing too much without the gain. You, as an independent creator, you've got to push through to the point where a manager or a agent is the one that's helping you flourish based on what you've created.
That's so smart. That's so true. That's so smart and so true. Managing. I don't manage myself that well, to be honest, as an artist. It's really, I have a lot of ADHD and have a hard time like finishing a task. So that's really it. If I can finish one single task, my portal will open and it will go. But my ADHD's just been like socializing with people, I guess, and supporting people a lot because that's all I can do right now. And then, but now I'm like, my body's like, I must create, I must join, I must join the creation energy too.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
I'm with it too. Uh, this conversation has been great. Uh, Damn, and it made me go back to like thinking. I'm like, at one point, I was like thinking, like, well, this was back bull run 2021, 22. I was like, damn, I think I'm gonna need a manager soon. But then I was like, nah, never mind.
Yeah, it would be
um,
annoying to have someone like manage you. I feel like that's also kind of like annoying to just think about too. Or being your own manager's kind of better if you can manage being your own manager. But I don't like the brain of a manager being all organized. Like I like being disorganized. But the brains of managers, they have to be organized. So you have to teach your brain how to be an organized person. So that's hard to do.
Yep. And I mean, I guess like what I would where my thinking would go is like, does this manager like live the life I live, the second life that I live, or do they know what's going on, or are they just here for the
Oh God.
paycheck? I think the day I do get a manager, it's gonna be one of you here listening today.
I have a
Because
manager. Her name is Pants.
her
That's
name's
awesome.
Shout
That
out
would be my
Pants.
wife. That would be
Pants.
my wife.
Shout out Pants. Holding it together. Putting together those spreadsheets with 100 to 200% accuracy.
This is literally the truth. Yeah, good partners in life help people be themselves and grow. You know,
Do that.
the
I
great.
must go, my friends, and record some songs for Chicago stuff. I'm recording this song called "Say What You." Well, I shouldn't say it. But I'll say it to you, Google. Actually, it's recorded. I have to be true to the part. Sorry for the teaser. I'm recording a song with a friend in Chicago who's helping me, Ellis. He's helping me out. He's a true bro. He's helping me with a really low, small budget, like $150 gig for vocals. And I'm just like, thank you. So I'm going to record some R&B, which is fun, like an R&B song, I guess. It's very different from what I usually sing, so I have to get into like R&B zone. So see you guys later.
Hey,
Bye.
I think you may be halfway there with the song that you sang for us earlier. I
Yeah,
think the
vibes.
flow is coming in.
The flow's coming, you guys. It's really helping. Like this is helping. Jamming with people helps. So I want to just jam more in Cleveland too. Like I'll tell you guys later. I have to run, but peace out,
Bye.
peace and love.
Bye-bye. Uh, Always great to hear from Julia. And I see down there in the listeners, Yolantis has popped in. Hello, Yolantis. Great to see you. Also, Bitcoin jumped in. I saw Bitcoin in a world as well. Good morning, good afternoon, Derek. Let's see who else. Dio, the God. Thank you so much for pulling up. We have Hemp in the building. Carrot Lover. Let's see who else is new since the last time I said hello. And Twisted Sister. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yo, Twisted Sister. I've been noticing you pop into some events. Yesterday I saw you at Mary Sharks and Billy T Coins event. So great to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you're new to Decentraland, we have these things that we like to collect called OP badges. Maybe you've collected one, but or maybe not. But we have one inside the cave over here for you to collect. Right here, right next to Canessa's uh, portraits of her videos, of her how-to videos. So make sure to claim that. And yeah, we have a pretty good crowd today. Very happy to see you all. Um, let's see. I thought I had a topic I wanted to cover, but I guess not. Maybe it's just like poofed out of my mind. Uh, Congratulations to Toxic Waifu, new Mew hoodie holder. thought I'd
Thank
throw
you
you out
so
under
much.
the bus there with that
You
one.
did. You did, Ashish. Yeah, I just asked it Sinful in DMs because, friends, right now I'm trying to be a little bit more active on Instagram. And there is a really nice trend going on right now that's called Mute Jersey. And I want to do a video about it because it's just perfect. And yeah, shame on me. I don't own a Mew hoodie right now. So I was just in Sinful's DMs. Please, can you borrow me a Mew hoodie? I need it for a video. And yeah, seems like I got a Mew hoodie now. And thank you very much. And just want to say shout out to M because M is borrowing me her Mew bubble because, of course, I need all the Mew things for the Mew Jersey video. And I'm editing it in a minute because sheesh, yeah, you really throw me under a bus here, Sinful.
I thought I'd shout out new holders. Um, but
Can we
but
just
yeah. Oh,
pause 1 sec because toxic is just passed right over. Yeah, I'm kind of doing the Instagram thing. No, toxic, you are absolutely lighting up Instagram right now. You have been content on fire. The lemonade, the lemonade
Oh my god,
post this
yes.
week, tops in my heart.
For real, like make this was so surprising to me because honestly, I wasn't expecting much, but this is my best performing post. Oh shit. Um I was really not expecting anything, and then I logged in yesterday and I saw it got 1,700 views, and this is much for my account, even if the Decentraland is resharing stuff. This is much. And then I checked and I was like, what the fuck? 60 likes? And this is like really much for me on Instagram. And I was just like speechless. And I was just like, oh my God, damn. I posted it on TikTok too, and it got over 4,000 views there too. And I think over 100 likes. So this was really a good week for me being an nano influencer, whatever. I really love doing silly TikToks. So
It was
so
so fantastic. I definitely shared it at least one time. I have to say, because of the strange new rules for TikTok in America, I have currently suspended my account because like the new data reach is just creepy. But on Instagram, let me tell you, it was brilliant.
I appreciate this so much, Make, because honestly, I love this. I really love the content I make. This is something that is really, I do it because I really like what I'm doing. I just have fun editing the videos, and I don't know. Recently, it seems I'm getting more engagement, and this is nice. Not gonna lie, this is really, really nice. Taking a look at the video and seeing that it got more views or more engagement, but I just want to share my city, the Decentraland life, So I'm just, it makes me happy that it seems to be resonating with some people on socials. And my dream is that someday someone joins the Decentraland and is saying, oh my God, I saw a TikTok or a video on Instagram by Toxic Waifu. This place looks amazing. Show me around. This is my dream. This is my goal. One day I'm going to onboard at least one person with my content.
I think without question, you already have, by the way.
I
Um,
hope, but I never
I
met
gotta
anyone.
say, I mean, as somebody who really made most of his living for most of my existence taking pictures, you and also M are two of the best content photographers, videographers on the, not just on the platform, like just your ability to pull the truth out visually through the metaverse lens is fantastic. I would also put Rishi on there. Like, y'all are friggin' brilliant capture artists. So I think it's definitely happening. I know I'm out there sharing what you're doing all the time, and it's drawing people in. So I think you could put that one to rest. I think you've brought in absolutely tons of people with what you're doing.
I hope. I'm not sure, but to be honest, really being named in the same sentence as M or Rishi, this really makes me happy because I love their content really much. I know some things that M is working on right now. And the biggest pleasure for me is always when M is asking me to model for her for anything, for something. And the other day we had a little model shooting, and M took some pictures of myself in the Rage Club. I don't want to tell too much. I don't want to tell too much, but it was a professional shooting, I would say, and Em really killed it. She sent me some of the pictures, and I was like, oh my God, uh, my hater bloggers never looked better. So really, I'm such a huge fan of what Em is doing. And to be honest, if we're shitting Em right now, we need to talk about M's new Roblox game because she's not only crushing it on the Decentraland, but M has recently dropped her very first Roblox game, and I'm checking it out because the week was crazy, and I was just like, okay, I want to do this when I have really, when I can focus on it. I don't want to do it in between two tasks and right now was the first day where I really had like finally time, and I'm checking it out right now, and I'm just speechless. So friends, if you ever have put a foot into Roblox, please check out Am's Critter game. If it's okay, I would like to put her post here on the space. Here it is. Okay, I hope it's okay if I put it up here. You should see it
Of
now.
course. Yes,
Um,
please.
and it's really great, and I'm so proud, Sheesh. Really, you're killing it. I love it.
I gotta send it to my daughter and my son. I made them a deal that I wasn't gonna go hang out in their metaverse. Like that's definitely what like where they're getting down. So it's like you leave that alone, Dad. You've got your own metaverse kind of vibe, but it doesn't make it bad. It's just like it's more about leaving that truth for them to live and have a safe space where they feel like that's their home. And they're out there doing their thing. But I am also immensely stoked in what people are building. I put out the
Mhm.
other day with Dr. Drip and them. They were like hanging out next to me late night, and after hours, and I was like, I had to make a put. I made a post like, y'all don't even fucking know basically how seriously dope these two humans are. Maybe you should stop by, check out Austin, but meet these two because they're amazing. And for y'all who aren't using Instagram, just stop by your Instagram account, follow Tox, follow him, follow Drip. Dude, like I literally wrote Drip and I'm like, that's it. You are such a fucking badass. Like what he does with his lights, like the custom lights. Like if you're into car culture at all, the pinnacle is not when you make a dope ass car, but when people start using your parts to make their fucking cars dope. And this MFer's doing it himself. I'm just like, I fucking can't with y'all.
Yeah. Dr. Drip makes me so mad every time he posts the car stuff on Instagram because I'm just like, why are you living in the USA? How can I get something like this? Because really, I'm hating my car since I see what Dr. Drip is doing to other cars, and my car it felt left out for real.
Bro, I'm like sitting here trying to shop for Hondas just so I could get his lights.
For
You,
real.
I mean, in your country, it is home to the Autobahn. Like, we need some Dr. Drip lights out there.
For real. But you know who doesn't like Dr. Drip lights, I would say? The German TÜV. This is the TÜV is like the agency that we need to get our cars approved to be on the street, and they are super restrictive. So you really have nothing, super hard to get anything done to your car what's not what's like personalized. So this just makes me mad. So even if I would be able to get Dr. Drip here to Germany and just get him on my car, like the German TÜV would probably just say, fuck no. So I think I need to visit them someday and just check out the cars and take some pictures. And to be honest, when I got my first Dr. Drip wearables, I wasn't even aware of his what he's doing in real life. And once I found out, I was like, oh my God, the wearables are so much more nice. For example, Dr. Drip sneakers with the RGB, they really look like a car, like a car with underground lightning. And this is so cool to see it like crazy dude, Dr. Drip. I love it.
Th- there are so many layers to Dr. Drip. Like, it's crazy. Um, like when I met him, like, Dr. Drip had like gifted me a bunch of wearables to give away and stuff like that. Like bunch of and I know you are very familiar with these wearables, eyes. Uh Dr. Drip
I think
gifted
I
me a
think
whole
I
bunch
heard
of
of them.
those.
Yeah, I think I heard of them. Yeah.
You heard of him? Yep. Yeah, I figured. I figured. But but like yeah, just like getting to know Dr. Drip a little more, a little more over the years, seeing that he like makes his headlights, and he is a programmer, he is a developer, he is like I mean, I don't even know. I think it'd be easier to kind of like start saying like what doesn't Dr. Drip do? And I see that Dr. Drip came up to speak. What up, Dr. Drip? How are you?
Hey, this is exciting. I was finishing up chicken coop chores and heard you guys talking about me. I, I I don't know. I think more people are opening up to my Instagram content. And around this time of year, I always step away from the computer a little bit and focus on it. What happens is I do Black Friday sale every year, and I just take on orders more than I have, and so I'm building them over the next couple months. Customers are cool with it. Sometimes they're not, but yeah, I finish up around this time of year, and so my Instagram is always just like popping off with stuff around this time of year. So I appreciate you guys for checking it out. But it was really cool hearing you guys talk about me. I'd love to kind of tell my story a little bit because I mean, with the car stuff, all you need to do is watch that very first Fast and Furious movie, that very first opening scene, and just imagine being like a young kid that grew up around cars and just seeing that the blacked out Honda Civics and they all have underglow and it's just like that was the moment for me. And for my brain type, I played RuneScape and I got 200 million mining XP, which is like you click a rock and it does literally nothing, like you break the game. And so my brain is just this obsessive type. I think I had OCD as a kid, and I found a lot of ways to I guess channel it so it's not destructive. I was very destructive growing up. So yeah, the artistic freedom, it's like breathing for me. When I get off the computer, I I literally do a lot of this stuff inside on my couch. My living room is just I sit down and I listen to podcasts. I listen to you guys. I just enjoy. I just unload this creative buildup. I started making websites when I was 12 years old. Um, I wasn't a programmer though. I just did front end stuff. I was putting WordPresses together at a young age, um, and I know there's stories out there about how I didn't do this stuff, but I no, I was building websites. I started doing it for money when I was 12. So there's been a lot of technical obsession, and one thing leads to another. When I get off the computer and I'm done dealing with back then ungrateful clients, and I just have a bad time, and so I would go just obsess over these hobbies, and that's basically all it is. Dr. Drip was my car brand for LED lighting, and then I became obsessed with NFTs and the metaverse. And yeah, there's a lot of overflow. There's a lot of bleeding between what I do. People that are in Web3 are like, cars, that's so random. And then people that are in cars are like, wait, what do you do over there on the computer? And so there's always something. But yeah, that's me. Thank you for talking. I've had such a rough week, a rough couple months, dealing with just loss, spiritual loss. Death feels like it's following me, um, and it's been rough. I feel like ever since I lost my mom, I lost a lot of my friends too. My even my graphics card died this week, so I've literally been forced offline, and I've just been building. I've been trying to keep my spirits high, um, and yeah, there's a lot going on in the world too, so that has an effect on everyone too. But I'm still here with you guys. I love every minute of Decentraland. I haven't been talking very much in World, so if anyone noticed that, I still got love for you guys. But yeah, I'm going through some shit, and it's to the point where it's like if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. I haven't been posting on X much, but I have so much love for you guys. I'm gonna be fine, and we're gonna keep cooking, and everything's gonna be good. But yeah, thanks for letting me unload the clip here.
We out
We
here,
love you, Dr.
MFer,
Drip.
when we're grateful for you. So the lights are always on, my G.
Yep, yep. And you could always you have a family here. You could always talk to. Well, I'm sure you already know that. But yeah, dude, I got lots of love for you, and I hope everything there seems to I hope everything, yeah, sorry, I lost my train of thought there, but I hope there's a light at the end of the tunnel there, Dr. Grip. Now, here is the important question, Dr. Drip. When are we gonna get a headlight factory in Germany for for toxic waifu?
Well, I already do ship to like all countries. I just don't really advertise it much because I recently I shipped to Canada, and there's this, if a small issue comes up, then it's like it gets extremely costly. But no, I totally do. And also, someone wanted to buy the long sleeve tee that I made, and they were in Japan, and they were asking, "Do you ship to Japan?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I think I, it's through a third party, but yeah, I think I do." So they were concerned that it was going to cost all this extra money because it should, right? It's international shipping. It was like $4, $5 for shipping, same as everyone else. So yeah, people can already order some of this stuff. I do offer some things that are not just for Hondas. Like I have the nicest blinking brake light LED bulbs that you will find. You will not find any nicer ones, and you can't beat the price. I sell them for like $25. So you just look up if it's the same size bulb as yours, and that's like the classiest thing that you could get for like under $30. If anyone has questions about car lighting, that's just another part of my brain. I'm always happy to nerd out on that.
Totally, totally. And so Dr. Drip, this past week, it was like around Monday, I would say. So like, okay, a little context. Like me and Rustan sat down like maybe last week or the week before and to like set up an OP server so that like he could have like some backup with running OP badges and stuff like that and having a server that houses it. So then from there, I started to get like very, very inspired. I went down the rabbit hole of getting Cursor to build me like a full RTMP server. So now like I have an RTMP server floating around out there, right? But the part that I wanted to kind of like chat with you about was because after the server, I was still inspired, and I decided to kind of like use Cursor to like program a crypto trading bot. And so, and from speaking with Rustan, he was mentioning, he's like, bro, you should talk to Drip about that. Like, I know like he's been dabbling, and maybe you two can have a decent conversation. so, so like, I mean, like, I guess I could start the question with like, do you have a crypto trading bot?
You just punched me in the stomach there because I do, and it's taken so much money from me. Super Bowl I think it was the last year, when
Mhm.
Hayden was doing all of his fake Easy token, fake this token, fake that token, and Solana had all these rugs. That's when I was first testing the bot. I made it's just like a leverage trading bot. It starts by a simple buy, and then it waits. If it goes negative, whatever, negative, let's say 20%, it buys. If it goes back up to zero and then it goes plus 30%, it sells. Dollar cost averages. And the problem was Solana was just a whack-a-mole of rugs. And more recently, I revived the bot. I actually made it a multi-token trading. It was a full app. First, it was a Python script. Then it was a full app with a user interface and everything. And it got really messy at that point, and I kind of broke it. Lost all my money on Super Bowl to Hayden. They're like, yeah, a lot, substantial. And so I kind of stopped doing that. I got out of the casino, and then more recently, Monad Chain came out, which is high throughput EVM L1, which means it's just like Ethereum, but without the lag. Think of it faster than Solana. So it kind of gives a lot of it. It's really nice for bots, and so I've been doing a lot of stuff with different types of bots that do different types of things. um, Monad is not a very popular chain. It's actually got a lot of FUD, but as far as the tech goes, it's very interesting to me. But yeah, so I've revived all those, and I I think that I my ultimate conclusion is it would be great if there was a token with regular just liquidity and regular volume, like it's just trading. It goes up 20%, it goes down 20%, does it again. It's very normal. Then you could make flips forever, basically. But finding that is so difficult. And I think, I guess I'll bring it home by saying, I think what the pros are doing is not playing with meme coin trading bots, but rather they open up, and I don't have money to. I sucked up all my credits doing what I already do. I don't have money to spin up a open bot, Claude bot, whatever. But I've researched it. I know exactly what to do. Um, a lot of people are using that to do prediction market. It's not. It's like they'll use, for example, weather in the UK, and then they'll hook up to a weather API so that they get like the most instant information, so that when it goes to bet, is it going to be sunny today in Manchester, it already knows the answer when it's betting. So it makes these small profits, and it does it all day. It also does, hey, give me that. Dog's playing with clothes. It also does like Bitcoin price predictions by hooking up to the quickest RPC, so that it okay, we're done. We're done.
Oh, it looks like it's playtime.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying, though. They use bots so that it's doing these trades and predictions, and it already knows the right answer, so it never loses. And like, I think that's what people are investing a little bit more money into.
I see, I see. So maybe I should try to get my bot to predict the future. I've just
Basically,
yeah, I've just been doing basic like stuff. Like I gave it like I gave it like so far like $500, and I'm like trade the channels between Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and Litecoin. And so then it's just like been buying and selling, buying and selling. But well, mainly it's been accumulating right now. I just saw like maybe like the first a sell come on like before I woke up today. Um for like $1 profit. But like, we out there. I did notice that I had to kind of like tweak it as I went. Like the first day I set it up, I remember I like the markets were like on their way down, and like I was like watching it. I was like, why isn't it buying? Why isn't it what's going on here? So then like the next day, the markets were pumping. And obviously it was like like, a profitable opportunity there, like if you would have bought yesterday. So I asked it, I'm like, hey, yesterday the market was going down. Today the market is pumping. Why haven't you done anything? And then, and then it goes, "Oh, I see the issue. My thresholds are messed up. Here, let me adjust those," and blah blah blah, fucking gaslighting me and shit. uh, but uh, but yeah, it's just been so far. I've just been trying to tweak its parameters in a way, or just like notice like when it's not doing something when it should have. Be like, why didn't you do it? And then it like it hasn't given me like a like, "Oh, I didn't do it because this, and this did not align." It was more like, "Oh, looks like there was a mistake in this code, and that needs to be cleared up. Here, let me fix it."
yeah, it likes to just screw with you, especially the free version. I think if you start paying for the AI, it does a lot better. But I think what I've learned, and it's been rough, but I think, and this is just my opinion, but creating bots for trading like this, maybe in the past you would have had a serious advantage, but now it kind of seems like you're just automating retail. You're still a retail trader. And the other side of it is that whoever created the token is running a bigger, better bot that controls multiple wallets. It can coordinate false. It can just paint the chart and make it look however it wants. They can throw more liquidity at it, make it moon, suck out all the money, rug it, and then pump it again and just keep beating people. And they're playing a completely different game. So even if you're sitting here doing this leverage trading with bots, you might make some money. I've put in some work, you know, 300 to 2,000, but the thing is, like, you lose it. It goes away. So you can get lucky and pull it out and that's the casino, right? But like, it's so manipulated, and sure, I'm talking about meme coins rather than Ethereum or Bitcoin or the majors, and it's like, but I think what I'm learning, and I'll say this is my opinion, it's all manipulated like that. We just found the Jane Street stuff was manipulating Bitcoin for years, and it's like, not to FUD the bags, but it's like there's so much that's just manipulated. So I just want to advise caution if you're researching bots and trading. Just know that you might be like the top of the food chain, but there's still a bigger animal out there, and whatever the game you think you're playing, it's just know it's a game. It's, it can, I don't know. It's just, I feel like I've seen some shit. I feel like I've seen like so much stuff of just manipulation that it's kind of a losing game. The most recent bot I made doesn't do, it's a different form of leverage trading. I call it Retail Master 9000 because I was tired of losing in this way. So what I did was I had it track like 5 or 6 different tokens, and it puts a little bit in each one. And then when one of those tokens goes negative, I think 50, when it crashes out, it looks at all the other tokens and says, this one's doing the best. I'm going to sell half of it and put all that into the loser. So it's kind of like this inverted way of looking at it, but I'm still straight up not having a good time. So advise, proceed with caution.
Yep. Most definitely always proceed with caution. I mean, like for me, this was just like a little experiment, and that was like sparked off of like inspiration, just like me being excited about Claude, or I mean, Cursor. Well, same thing because I'm using the Opus 4.6 model. So so yeah, it was just me being excited, and also like I mean, I to go back to like what you mentioned, like maybe in the past having a bot gave you an advantage, but like but today, in today's day and age, having a bot just like puts you on an even playing field with every other retail trader. And to tell you the truth, that was basically the goal. I wanted to be on an even playing field because like obviously I sleep, and these days I, have a full-time job, so I'm like away from my computer for like 10 to 12, 13 hours a day in the day. So like that doesn't leave much room for me to be looking at my assets and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess it was just more of a me trying to get on an even playing field, even though like most likely probably I'm not.
Well, that's a great point, because if you're going to be doing this stuff and you're trying to have fun with it, then having a tool that can assist you in trading is really nice. I don't use limit orders anymore. I just rely on my bot, and yeah, I have it set to make a Zelda sound, and I turn it up real loud in the other room, and sometimes it wakes me up in the middle of the night. I run over and I'm like, yeah, $60 trade, that's sick, and then I try to go back to sleep. I'm too excited. But I think so having the tools to increase what you're doing and not really relying on it too much is really good. And then I think like the last thing to pull from it, which is like I really commend you. Also, Opus is dank. Yeah, you're cooking now. But what that will teach you, and this is, I think it's what set off my entire app, is back then during the Solana rug I was talking about. Um, what you're doing is you're delegating a private key or a wallet to a bot, right? And you're having the bot control it, and you're having it send or buy or sell or quote or do all the things, all these blockchain actions. So now you basically have the tooling to be able to implement that into Decentraland in some way. um Whether it's making a custom mint, or like you're integrating with smart contracts and with wallets and tokens in a way that is extremely beneficial to Decentraland and what we're building over here. So I commend you for that. What you're doing does have extreme importance, even if you might lose all your lose all your money. But to your point, they're just tools, and you might have lost all your money anyways. At least you have an edge to have fun with what you're doing.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. I mean, when I put into it, like, I mean, I would have lost it at some point doing some dumb shit. So, might as well get a robot to do it.
Hey, I
Go
also
ahead.
the bot king in the building, the grand cipher himself on stage, live and direct. We got a mean green doge.
What's happening, Green Doge?
Oh wait, it's a bot. Never mind.
False alarm.
Yo, um,
Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, there he
GM,
is.
GM, my mad scientist bot creator to the stars.
Were we talking about bots? Thank you. Um, I have maybe a story I want to tell you, a short story.
Yes,
Um,
please.
some of the um, longs, it's hard to find a beginning. Um, I reached out some community leaders, I would say, from the Decentraland because I found something. And I thought to share it with the leaders and talk a bit with them about their opinion and yeah to get a point to get sorry yeah to understand what you thinking about and yeah it's a long story but I want to shorten it a bit. 2 years ago, I recognized I am always a little bit deep in Decentraland, and I have my logging tools, and I can see when something unfortunately happens in Decentraland. And 2 years ago, there was a wallet. It was on client one. That was following me through Decentraland, and I could never see it. And I was curious what's about it, but it was always the same wallet. And yeah, it brought me to an idea that that someone, some who knows, can read all our chats. And yeah, back then I tried to find out how this is happening, and I know about a tool. It was called Demo Com Station. Maybe you remember. It's very old. I think it doesn't work since 4 years, and I believed someone repaired it, and so I repaired it too, and found out that yeah, there are much listeners in Decentraland, basically. And when Client 2 came out, this didn't work anymore, and I was curious why, and I break the whole protocol into pieces and learned about how it worked. And yeah, basically I building I would say a God bot that's that has any abilities users has and some secret features. And this is like an library I built. And yeah, we come now to the point. I built an global chat of Decentraland, so we can all read all chats everywhere. And yeah, uh, I think it's I want to share it with you. But before I want to say um, before I wanna say I wanna I want to take it down tomorrow because what I want to do is now it's not a bug or something. It's how Decentraland's communication is built. It's open. You know, you can connect with different clients to our experience. So maybe the mobile client or the um, what's it called, BV client. You can connect. You can read chat from the foundation client, and so yeah, like this is the strength of Decentraland. So everyone can basically build its own client. So we can have in the future maybe a client builder. You know, something like I want a client like. My client is another game, you know. It's a game where you can do maybe a shooter with Decentraland variables or whatever. A client can be an application like the global chat or um, yeah, there are much possibilities, you know. And this is really a strength. I would say the strength of Decentraland that we are so open in this level. And but it comes with flaws, and so you need to know what you're writing in the nearby chat, for example, can be read by anyone who knows how. And when some malicious actors are in the space, they could record this and filter it for passwords or for personal information. And we should be aware that the nearby chat is public. Yeah, it shouldn't be too sensible. The data shouldn't be too sensible we send over it, because yeah, when a malicious actor is doing this, it could be like 4 years ago, yeah, like someone did it 4 years ago and saved all the chat. But this is only hypothetical, hypocritical. Is this right?
Hypothetical.
So
Hypothetical.
hypothetical, and I can't say it, and this is the problem. Nobody can say if it's read it or not.
Is it
So and
DMs or is it only world chat? Because
it's
DMs would be major invasion of privacy, but the world chat, that's interesting.
no, it's the world chat. It's the nearby chat. The private chat is a good way to overcome this problem. But yeah, it's a problem. It can be a problem, but it's also a strength. You know, it's hard to explain, but yeah, at the moment it's like for my experience, the nearby chat is like easy to mirror for everyone. And yeah, if you want to see a demo, I can send it to you. Just DM me, and yeah, tomorrow I will take it off, and yeah, we will see how it worked. But you need to know. Maybe you meeting someone at a secret place in Decentraland and think nobody is listening, but yeah, at the moment much people are listening because I shared the link already, and it got leaked some days ago. I only You need to know, I had some alpha testers, only 3, and one of the alpha testers needed to needs to share it because yeah, I saw clicks, many clicks on this, and so I needed to speed my process up, and this is why I spoke today. And yeah, let me know
That's
if you
bullish.
wanna.
Mean Green Doja, in my opinion, I think this is like a tool that Decentraland has needed from time. You know, like people kind of feel lonely in Decentraland, right? Even
Mhm.
if there's like, let's say like 40, 50 people at one parcel, eventually they all end up dispersing, you know. But a world chat that's live and everybody could see, bro, that's actually a really, really good way to get everybody that's like in whatever silo of Decentraland to be like, yo, you guys, it's like a bad signal, you know?
Mhm.
But like also it'll be like kind of cool to see, you know, like a world chat, regardless of wherever you are, you see the activity that's actually going on, you know? Because, bro,
Yeah.
I genuinely want to see who's actually out there, you know, talking in Decentraland.
Put it
So
in smart wearable.
Bro,
yeah,
that's sick.
we could do, but I could do it on a parcel too. But so the thing is, in principle, it's super easy to make an world chat. Yeah, like something that's easy accessible. I mean, we have it with groups in principle. So like we need to be unite and say yes, our new world chat is now the now the CBD building group, you know. But yeah, a true world chat would be maybe an option, but would be maybe a good option here. But yeah. So at the moment it's like a little bit workaroundy, but it's the first version. So I built it, I think, in December, and since then I made 2 versions of it, 2 forks, and one version is like I can log in with my wallet and write everywhere I want. So I can't show it to you because I need to log off, and I can't do it because I have a metrics stuff behind now. But if you want to see, I can show it to you sometime soon. And yeah, so in principle, my client is already built, and I'm thinking about releasing it. And yeah, yeah.
Bro, that's
Oh,
bullish. I can't wait to see it be live Mean Green Doge. This is
yeah.
actually kind of it's actually like, you know, I like as you were talking, I'm just like, bro, like, you know.
It was always possible. So and I think some actors already knew this. So I can't accuse someone. I don't want to do this, but there's definitely users that listening to us here, and I think global. Maybe it's not that it is common. Actors do it global, but for a specific scene, it's and yeah.
I
Always look behind if you see an invisible wallet. But it's hard.
MGD, send it to Greencipher. I think you can.
Also, yeah. Greencipher,
On
can
Discord
you in Discord?
or on
Yep.
X.
He is in the CBD Discord, so like if
Okay.
like you need to find him through there, like you can.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on, share the link in Word.
I
If you
don't want
said
to
you
share it inward.
if you said you're taking it off
Okay,
tomorrow, then share it.
okay,
Come
guys.
on, share it.
Greencipher, are you inward? I don't
I
know
can
if it's
hop
to
in.
you.
Where are you guys?
La
We're at
Cantina.
La Cantina. Yeah.
Like for real, MGD, you can't say something like this and
Yeah,
not
okay,
share
you're
it.
right. Yeah, I wanted to
Come on,
share
it got
it.
leaked anyway, so
Yeah. It was like, oh, why are my clicks going up? And I only have
come
3
on,
testers.
share. No, you
but
don't
I
have free
but
testers. Come on,
I
share it.
had only 3 testers at this time, and I know from 2 of them they would never. So you bad tester, I know who you are.
I love this. I really love this. Come on, share with us in Word. I want to share everyone because honestly, this is amazing, and I love when you share such stuff with us. And I'm happy, but to be honest, I'm really happy that you take it off because honestly, it I tested too. I didn't leak. I tested too, and it's addictive to look at it for real.
You had a
Like
different password.
I had a
I would
different
like
password. Oh my god,
I
should
would
we have
like
different
to
passwords?
I would like to add that I saw it. I did not tell anyone. I'm not the leaker.
No one here is a
No
leaker. Oh my
leaker here.
freaking god.
But
Here
to
is
be
no leaker.
fair, I shared it yesterday to you guys, and it was leaked 3 days ago.
Oh, it was already leaked when you shared it to us.
It was me. It was me, guys.
Was it me?
Oh, we
Did
found
I
him.
leak MGD? Come on, you can tell if I was the leak. I think I was the leak.
Well,
I think I
well,
was the leak.
M
I'm
M
so sorry.
M must have been attested too. She didn't leak it, but she showed it to me. I would be way more blown away if I hadn't already seen it. I
Oh
saw
my
it.
god.
I was standing there and I was reading the chat. I wasn't even in World, and someone's like, Dr. Drip, he stinks. And I smelled my armpits. I was like, how do they know? So I went and I showered.
How
This
do
is a
they know this?
useful, see that? We're already providing useful information to the rest of the community. The other thing Mean Green Doge made, like besides an Easter egg that required more thought than anybody could ever use in their minds, he also made one of the most incredible streaming tools I've seen yet be displayed in. And I really hope with our issues that are currently existing, the foundation and you revisit, because ultimately I gotta say, as someone who spends a lot of time jumping through the streaming hoops with my purple friend next to me, I truly believe that was one of the most innovative tools I've seen for streaming on any platform.
Thank you so much. I was very proud of it when you made this quick show. It was amazing. Um, but yeah, unfortunately, I didn't spend time in developing it anymore because yeah, Cast was on its way, and yeah, now it's out and it's a little bit laggy, I would say. Um, but it's okay. It gives me strength again to work on this because I want to build a better tool than the foundation did.
I gotta say, I think you did do it, and I really hope some of the other streamers, such as myself, get an opportunity to see how powerful and how fast it was. I think the mind blowing, besides just the way it worked all together, which was so fascinating. I think the incredible speed of which it worked, the real time. I mean, we're on almost a minute delay with some people that we're streaming with, and to see that real time connection without all the FUD was just so incredibly brilliant. I really hope that they take a new look at that, because right now that the admin tool is on, as they say, the struggle bus.
Yeah, totally. Um,
Did
I need to say, WebRTC, like Cast is working with WebRTC and what is it called? This hybrid they did with this streaming key also is delivered with WebRTC, if I'm not wrong. And in principle, you have really good possibilities to handle it with this, but you always come in a problem when you don't can balance the performance. Sorry, I don't have the word for this. Um, when you need to balance, uh, the sorry. The thing is, you have you can with WebRTC you can basically stream in 4K. This is no problem. It's just how much bandwidth the client has you connecting with, and this is like I think I need to check this because yeah, I work around it, and so I, I don't care. But I think it's limited by an yeah, it's limited on the foundation side and or on server side, whatever. And Yeah, so we it will be always a little bit crunchy with the settings at the moment, I would say. And yeah, maybe we should be able to use our own WebRTC streams. And yeah, this would be great evolution for Decentraland.
I could not agree more, and I think, and I've been pounding the table about this passionately. You know, I think stability is something that we really need to take our steps right now. You know, and as much trailblazing is going on, we've got to keep empowering the creators to make things possible, right? And when streams don't work, or like Yolantis couldn't hear or get in yesterday, it's like that's a core person. These are core people who are trying to, sorry, phone calls, core experiences. And I think the easier we could do that and the more we can empower creators to keep creating around us, the better, right? And as someone who's tried probably every tool you could try to do this stuff, I really think you are on to something so groundbreaking that I really hope it's reinvestigated.
Thank you. Really, really thank you.
I
So
see that Greens.
go ahead,
Go
mute.
ahead, Mike.
No,
Oh.
I was gonna jump in and say there have been some wild things also happening in this space that we might want to visit, including two things that have come to my attention that I just want to share. One was actually a little diversion about the trading bots. Um, not such a big deal if you're doing like Litecoin or whatever, but if you're chasing meme coins with those bots and then you're gonna realize your profits with taxes, just know that the key platforms, tax platforms, do not record anything as a realized or lost gain. You have to do it manually if the coins never hit coin market cap. That has been quite a very interesting concept to deal with. Uh, and then also, Magic Eden is closing down Bitcoin and ETH, all ETH chains on their platform to be SOL only and closing their wallets. So there's a lot going on to unpack. I just wanted to share some wild things happening on the internet.
I'm
Geez,
mad.
like way to kill your company. Go ahead, Madrid.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm mad. If anyone else is mad about that move, that we're gonna go break some bottles behind Wawa after this. So yeah,
Can we get Wawa subs after we break the bottles?
yeah, we might have to clean up our mess then, because I was thinking we're gonna break the bottles and leave. But yeah, we'll clean them up and get some sandwiches.
Okay. We get sandwiches first, then we break the bottles. We break the bottles we buy from there. But yeah, I mean that is interesting, Mick. I did not hear about Magic Eden just closing the loop like that. Like that is crazy to me. Like because I mean, I guess maybe they have expanded their what would the word be? Like, their industry, like like are they like no longer just marketplace, an NFT marketplace? Have they expanded into like an exchange or something like that? Or like I don't know, like
Make it's gambling.
I think what happened honestly is like founders and people around them really started pushing back on creator fees. I think that's a large thing that, I know a lot of people were really frustrated about, a lot of founders were, that they weren't enforcing creator fees, and maybe that started to really take its toll. Um, but they're also closing their wallet. I think there's just so much to unpack with it. They were always Soul First Native. It's so funny, and it kind of showed up again this week where with vape, right? It's like Soul is such a creature onto its own um layer one. And I think, it was very interesting to see all like the people we were onboarding trying to get over to ETH assets, and I think there's just a real divide there that they're gonna really try and focus on Sol, I guess, because that is really their home. I don't know. There's so much to wonder about why.
Yeah, I see. I see. Well, good luck to Magic Eden. They cut off about 85% of the entire market. And yeah, go ahead. Trip.
Yeah, I guess the controversy is that after shutting the doors, they paid a bunch of influencers to talk about it and kind of fud ordinals. So there's kind of a narrative going around that they kind of, the narrative is that a lot of these influencers keep, and they were paid to post this, that ordinals and NFTs are dead and that Solana is the future, and so they want to focus more on Solana and crypto or packs, which I was trying to explain packs to M. She had no idea what I was talking about. Popping packs is opening Pokemon cards, and they tokenized mostly Pokemon cards, but also other NFTs. You can open a pack and have a chance of getting like a rare NFT, or you're opening Pokemon card packs where you're trying to get a rare tokenized Pokemon card, um, which there's controversy on that. That goes onto a tangent with Logan Paul's tokenized cards that he then went and sold off the physicals again after people thought they owned tokenized shares of it. So that's like its own kind of weird thing. But they literally said that they're focusing on those two things. They're phasing out all EVM chains, all Bitcoin chains, chains. Oh man, let's okay. And they're phasing out the wallet, so the wallet is just pulling the plug on that. Which the wallet was really sick for its time. It was one of the, it was like cutting edge and smart wallets, and they're pulling that now. Um, and they're focusing on gambling. They're partnering with a gambling company for, I think it's prediction market or sports betting or something, that just like that for me that was the punch in the stomach, I guess, because like I don't know. I don't want to believe that NFTs are dead. You know, we've lost so many marketplaces. Now we have OpenSea that is just, going to be hopefully carrying the torch. And to pivot so hard to something that's like a completely different industry. I mean, it's still blockchain, it's still Web3, but gambling is just so different. That was just such a switch up, and people aren't able to, I'm going to keep going. People are not able to unlock their stake tokens. Personally, I staked a bunch for 5 years just to be a smartass, and yeah, so to be able to lock up people's tokens and then take like a huge pivot to like what you're doing as the core of a company, just because the profits dried up, they strapped up to Bitcoin, they strapped up to it was both ordinals and runes. They got their fees on all that stuff, and then they just left it in the trash. And now they want to pay influencers to say ordinals are dead, to just kind of nail the coffin on their slow rug move. And these are all my opinions. I'm using spicy, pointy, sharp words, and they're just my opinions. But yeah, it was a kick. It was a kick in the face.
No, yeah. Well, okay.
Magic
It's like
Eden to tragic Eden.
Okay, but like it seems like since Poly Market kind of blew the fuck up and like sold or had a like huge deal recently, it seems like everyone is trying to go that into that prediction market route. Everyone seems to be pivoting. Like for example, fucking Coinbase, for shit's sake. Fucking Coinbase. I open up Coinbase and it literally tells me that there are 498 things for me to like predict from politics. Let's see what how many other uh yeah, okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, sports. There are 300 or 3,712 events that I could make my prediction for. For crypto, there are 845. Politics, 789. Like Like, what are we doing here, everyone? What are we doing here?
Dude, I had the same exact experience. My dad. This is stupid. My dad got locked out of his Coinbase account, and he just left it for a while. And I helped him get access to it. He came over, and we did it together. And we get into his Coinbase account, and I start freaking out. I just go, "Oh my god, are you serious? No way!" And my dad just like, "What happened? What happened?" He's thinking that he lost it all, and so
He's worried about his money.
yeah, his heart's breaking right there, because I'm just like, my brain is melting, and I'm like, we just opened the Coinbase app, and it's on prediction markets. The first thing people see is gambling. What is and my dad he was just sitting there with a blank face. He didn't get it. He didn't know why his son's just freaking losing his marbles opening his Coinbase, because the first thing you do is gambling. Welcome to the casino. You thought you were doing crypto. You thought you were doing this. Welcome to the casino. Get in there, lose it all. And if you aren't going to bet on the politics and the sports, come down here. Here's some recommended tokens that are all going to rug. You're going to have nothing.
Yep, yep. Not to mention the addition of the stocks. Like, what? You can now trade stock. What is it? 24/5. That's crazy. And Toxic, I see your hand is up. Go ahead.
Yes, I didn't want to interrupt the conversation, but something happened in world and I want to share with you. You remember like 30 minutes ago where I said my biggest dream is to meet someone that's coming from social media because they saw a video of mine and, meeting them in world?
That was totally gonna be the next topic I'm gonna bring up.
Like for real?
Yeah,
Hello.
yes.
Hi, Nikki from Miami. Nice to meet you. Like, sheesh, I'm not sure if someone here is bamboozling me because I can't believe if good things are happening. But I just checked and the video gets much traction on TikTok. So I don't know if someone is bamboozling me. Thank you very much for this because this is what I needed. But like for real, hello, Nikki from Miami. Nice to meet you. I hope you enjoy your Toxic Rifle hoodie made by Meta Tiger. Shout out. And your cucumber cake made by Hayabusa. Shout out again. Sheesh, I'm speechless and just wanted to share with you all because this is crazy. For real.
Yep, yep. I mean, I totally had a huge smile on my face when I saw Nikki from Miami pop in, and of course I would like and say that like you inspired them to jump into Decentraland, and of course like the first thing I say to them is like, "Are you really from Miami?" Sorry, it's a Florida people thing. We're just like so intrigued that someone else like also chooses to live in this state. Um,
It's crazy. Like, sheesh.
Small world, small world. And yeah, welcome Nikki from Miami. Like the this event in particular is our weekly community building Decentraland X Spaces and in world gatherings. We meet here every Saturday at noon Eastern. And we go for about 3 hours. So looking at the clock, I think we have about 15 minutes left. Today, we've had so many engaging conversations. I honestly thought that it was going to be a quick one, but like everyone has come out and just, oh my God, the conversations have been great, and I don't want them to end. Go ahead, Toxic.
I'm so sorry, but you're right. The conversation was so lit today, so I forgot a very, very important thing. Because I wanted to remind everyone that today is the last day where you can submit your thoughts on the Decentraland Forum about the new draft for the grants program. We already got a few feedbacks there, and really shout out to everyone that took the time to read through it and let us know your thoughts. Um, Today is the last official day to comment, but to be honest, between between us here, if you wanna add something tomorrow or like Monday, do it. Yeah. Um, every feedback that we receive, we'll have a look in it. We just needed to set a deadline because we want to move forward with this project. So there needed to be a deadline. And if you are interested, please take a read, maybe even comment today. It's much, much appreciated. And I'm going to post a link to it here, and I pin it on the sorry, I pin it here to the space. So and please take a look at the video because I really love it. I think it's super funny, and I think not many have seen it, but please just take a look. Very proud of this meme. I just pinned it to the space. I hope you can see it. And yeah, so if you got some time, please go to the forum, read through the draft, and let us know your thoughts. Every comment matters. Like, your opinion is what counts. So would love to see some more comments coming in. And beside that, just thanks everyone that already has put some thoughts up there. Really, really appreciate it.
And we appreciate you and all your hard work, Toxic.
I love what I'm doing. It's a pleasure and privilege. Thank you so much. Like, for real, this community is something so freaking special. If I needed a reminder, then this space today was the reminder, to be honest. Because really, what's being talked today here, this is why the Decentraland matters, and I really love it. And makes me so proud to be part of this community. I don't have any words, and really, for me, it feels like we are all. And I don't say this with a light. Like, this is when I say I mean it. For me, it feels like we are more than a community. It feels like my family. This is my honest feelings that I have. Don't have so much family in real life. Um, so really, like, being here in the Central Land, this is it's such a pleasure with all the people that are here. And yeah, we're sharing our lives together, not only our digital ones, but also our real ones. And it's crazy. Love you all.
All of us in here are living double lives. It's like, we live our everyday lives, but little do people around us like know that like how rich we are like in our online or in our second lives basically. Like, we have tons of friends, tons of and I mean these friends like Toxic mentioned, and I feel the same way about everyone. Like everyone is family here to me. So um how blessed are we, Toxic?
We are super blessed. For real. Love it.
Yep. And I just hope like others feel the same about everyone that they hang out with on the platform, spend their time with. So that the Central End is a special place. I feel, you know, I feel like we're in the right place at the right time, and who knows? Maybe 10 years from now we'll all be like gathering for like a special event. Like I'm just gonna throw a random event. I know that everyone in the world doesn't like follow the like celebrate the same holidays. Like, but let's say it's like a Thanksgiving, and like it's like everyone that like from these times like come to your Thanksgiving event, and it's like we can just talk about like wow, it's a crazy world out there, like there's like millions of users, and remember when there were just 38 of us? That is a future I definitely would want to
What
see.
what rate we have? There are more than 38 of us.
Yeah, bro, clearly, yeah, like go look at the world chat. Bro, I'm telling you, Mean Green Doge, shout out you, dude. That's insane. You know, bro, it actually makes like, bro, the metaverse is obviously like really cool, right? Because it kind of like reflects like real life and stuff. But bro, like stuff like this actually makes me like question reality, bro, sometimes. Bro, like how people go like, yo, like God's watching all your actions, everything you say and shit. Bro, if this is the world chat's technically that, isn't it? Imagine if like the universe had a world chat. That's what God's watching, bro. And bro, that's crazy, bro. Like, bro, I just had to say that out loud. I don't know. I'm just like, bro.
Thank you so much. Um, Yeah, yeah, no, when I did it, and uh, sometimes I need to say I watched it. I watched what what you guys saying, and I felt little bit forbidden by doing this. And I really want to apologize for doing stalking you. Um, but yeah, it was also mesmerizing sometimes watching discussions somewhere in the outlands of Decentraland. Mm.
This is so awesome, dude. It's so awesome. You're literally like a genius, dude. Like, I'm telling you, bro. I wonder how many people like actually wanted this, because I didn't even know I wanted this, bro. And like after looking at it, I'm like, yeah, I wanted this the whole time, bro. But I'm just like, bro, how many people actually wanted this, could do it, bro, and just never did it, bro. You know? Bro, shout out you, dude. That's actually crazy, bro. It's actually crazy. I'm just like, bro, like we should actually be very, very careful about the things we say, bro, because God actually has access to the global chat, like
Yeah.
legit. Because if you just showcase that we can do it and it's working here, bro, the only reason it's working here because it works in the fundamental universe, you know. And I'm just like, bro, fucking legend, bro.
A fun story is when I started it, I made it with a different technique. So yeah, it had much revisions, and I think yeah, I don't know when it was. I think end of the last year. I tried a technique that connects all islands with another, and I was possible to read the chat in world from Genesis City. I remember I saw M was writing, and I say, "Hey, where are you?" Because I wasn't aware I can read the in-world chat in-world from Genesis, you know. So this was a day I think I made 90 islands over Decentraland, and I bet the devs was sweating in the back end. Was definitely um, was a funny experience. But maybe I want to bring it back. So because it was very nice to speak with all just in the near.
You know, a couple. I don't know if it was a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago anymore, but there's been times where yeah, the world chat leaks. I want to say a couple months ago, I was trying to do a raid with Billy. It couldn't have been a couple months ago then. But yeah, I was trying to do a raid with Billy, and we were nerding out about Knights of Antrim specs and details and all this nerdy stuff. And someone was it Scat? No, so one of the homies was at General Genesis Plaza, and I know because I saw them there when I was running through, and they're just in the chat. They're like, what are you testing right now?" And I was like, "Oh, we're testing the new raid." And they're like, For what?" And I was like, "For Knights of It." And I was like, Where is this? What is going on?" And I just wonder, was it like a glitch, or was that MGD doing some stuff in the background and it caused it, or but yeah, I've literally seen the world chat leak before.
So I think it was a side effect, yes. But I'm not sure because I thought I patched it out, but maybe you see on the map always these little dots outside of Decentraland. Did you recognize it?
No, I didn't even look at that. I was literally running raid, and when it happened, we just made a DM to fix that.
Yeah, but now I mean now at the moment because there are since I think 4 months there's a little dot on the map at the at the right bottom corner. There's a dot. Maybe you see it.
And that's the FBI dot, the
That's
NSA dot.
that's the NSA dot, and this little dot is hearing everything. And the side effect could be that that we can sometimes read the chat from different puzzles, but I'm not sure why it's still active because it should be patched out. But yeah, you know, Technic can be buggy.
Long live Mean Green Doge, you absolute evil scientist. I fucking love you, bro.
Thank you.
It's like the Matrix. I mean, you're like literally making the Matrix where you could just watch the truth of the world.
Yeah, I can see it unfiltered too. So normally we don't speak with strings, with clear text, but it's in a format you need a proto buffer to read, and you can really find out funny things with this.
Oh, a little bit of silence came in here.
The second
um,
second thing, Mew, and you tell your trading bot stay on coin market cap because, bruh, good. Give me a break for all you hyperfi, your hyperdrop family. Just know you gotta put in your own manual shit. It's tax day at the house again. I'm just having a real one. I got in a bit like you think I complained to Decentraland between what I've my arguments with Record Box and Coin Tracker this month. I'm like on one to take over the world. I'm gonna need Mean Green Doge for like each department of complaining I have right now. Did you see? And I'm gonna preface this. You got to see what's on Henny's page. She got rugged by Record Box, Sin, and she is so mad. And you will just see that it's not just my crazy ass. It is our people.
oh man, oh man. I was kind of mad when they were rugging you, but now that they rugged Henny, I think I'm furious.
I am furious.
Oh, yeah, I mean, well, that's why from our talks in back channels, that's why in a way you are gearing up to build the future on that end.
There are people with us, but also like I think it's just also a reminder like a lot of platforms right now, even what Jack Dorsey did this week, cutting literally his entire block platform and half the people there. Like we are in a time period where there's very little recourse from platforms or from a customer service side when things go wrong because everybody's so quick to make a bot or make a true standing on their platform that affects its users. The one I'm chasing down right now on, and it's not even a meme coin, just unrealized gains for things that we get or we deal with, and how that leaks through. And there's just very little accountability from these platforms on protecting their users. And I'm mad, and I'm not going to take it anymore.
Yeah, we're gonna make our own thing, and it's gonna be dope as fuck, and and everyone's invited.
You're making trading bots sinful?
I am making trading bots. Yes, I have dabbled into the trading bot world. Oh yeah, drip, little extra parameters that I kind of asked it to do, and maybe you might like sit here and be like, sinful, but maybe we could talk about it. I actually also set prompted the bot to be able to record like the trades just for like tax purposes at the end of the year, and for it to be able to draw up a report. And so yeah, right now it like tells me, it's like, hey, whenever you're ready for that report, just let me know.
That's pretty cool, but it is on chain, so at any point you could use any tool to pull that information.
Yeah, but I mean, would it also be included, because like what are the fancy documents that the US Let's see. Here it is. Here, the
You're
tax.
talking about the price tracking calculation because of the moment you sold it, it was at a certain price, and that's part of the thing that needs to be calculated in the taxes. So I think you're onto something that's really smart because it takes care of all that stuff without needing an additional tax tool. That's pretty smart.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Here.
gotta say the tax tools are pretty dumb right now. I mean, Coin Tracker, which is probably like currently attached, with discounts from Coinbase. So what I feel like most people would use does not give you any realized data for anything that doesn't hit coin market cap. And that to me in this meme coin slash NFT slash airdrop cycle that we just had last year, I mean, that was like 80% of what people were doing.
Well, I mean, another thing is most of this tax stuff, your tax loss harvesting, make what don't answer, but what tokens were you making money on, bro? Like what you're
I
paying
mean,
taxes?
I
I
mean, Hyperfi, yeah, no, dude,
no airdrops,
absolutely.
yeah.
Airdrops like Hyperfi. I made money last year. I'm I'm net profitable overall. Like I've definitely spent more money on crypto than is back, but there were definitely gains. And when you get essentially $20,000 sent to you, you should be able to have that realized. And if you could see the sale and you can see all the parts with it, but they're not going to realize that initial number for you, I think a lot of people are going to get themselves into trouble from micro trading stuff that never hits coin market cap and thinking they're good. I'm digging, man. I also have to prove like, hey, I paid people, right? We paid wearable makers and we paid DJs and I mean, all that stuff is part of the game.
Yeah.
I've used a couple different tax software, and I haven't even started to file mine yet, so I don't remember what they are. I think one of the ones I used was Coin Tracker. There was another one I used, and I forget which one's better. But what I'm just wondering, and maybe this is a peanut gallery idea, but why don't those softwares give you the price point, and it would be as simple as doing a like a quote check based on a certain time period. So you could do that with the graph, you could do that with any indexer of like that has all the historic price data. So you would just do the timestamp of the trade with the timestamp based on what the token quote was, and you have all that information. So I don't understand why those ones don't do that. And I know I've had it's been a mess. Like they'll pull all your transactions, and then it'll say, okay, you need to tell us what kind of transaction each one was. And it's like, yeah, when you have thousands and thousands of transactions, one year I went through all of them. I went through all of them the first time I was doing it. And it took so long, and I'm still paying tons. I'm still paying tons from previous taxes, and it's rough. But I think that and this back to the peanut gallery, I just think that there's room for improvement with those tools, and maybe it's time for MGD or somebody who has an interest in that to cook something up.
I mean, it's expensive software, and most of us still have to file with independent people. I mean, my taxes are literally due because of last year's crypto BS. Like for me personally, my fam, I have to have them done by Monday. And I've just been absolutely shocked by how piss poor the data collection is and how like they have answers for a very different group of people, mostly like traders that are not doing this as like independent stuff. And I'm extremely frustrated and like their answers in support, and I think it always goes back to like a support. It's like you start with the chat box and then you're dealing with morons, and like the things that they came up with, like to not have these things be realized is crazy. And even when you put in certain factors, they're not realizing into the tax software structurally. It's incredibly frustrating. But pay your taxes for real though, because That shit's on chain. It ain't going anywhere.
Yep, yep. The U.S. government finally has decided that crypto exists. Crypto is actually an asset. Oh man, remember back in 2018 when everyone swore up and down from like head of the SEC to IRS to like president to like whoever being like, yeah, crypto is never gonna be anything real. And now what's real? Tell us now. What are you guys buying and manipulating? Hmm? Crypto. So yes, pay those taxes because now that they believe in it, I think we need to. So just to avoid prison, real quick. Um, but I mean,
Huge,
also if
huge fan of avoiding prison there, Bob.
Yeah, yeah. But also, I mean, if they made a unique prison where like they'll just jack me into the Decentraland, I mean, I think I might consider that a vacation.
They're not gonna do that, bro. Like you wish they're gonna give you that. But yo, I haven't I haven't played with trading bots. I was kind of curious, bro, because everybody was like talking about them, right? And I was like, I wonder, well, what is actually possible? But like, I just kept hearing, even like Dr. Trip was saying, right? Is basically it strings you along until it rinses you. Um, and I'm just like, bro, fucking thank you, Dr. Drip, because you just saved me a bunch of money, bro. Um, but so to pivot from that, like I started thinking, I'm just like, wouldn't it be better to just like, cause I'm retarded, bro. So like, I don't really understand all this data that the market's spitting at me, right? So I'm like, what if I can make Claude like, cause Claude understands all this, right? So I'm like, Claude, you understand all this data. Why don't you collect all this data and then just show me like the probability, of like whether I should be buying or holding or selling, you know. um but yeah, it's kind of doing it right now, but I'm like, you know, maybe I just take his advice or whatever it's showing as like a little another signal type shit. You know, because bro, like I
so
want, sorry, go on.
so a little clarification with Drip getting rinsed. That's because he's dealing with leverage trading. If you don't
Oh
leverage,
no,
you don't
no,
get
no!
rinsed.
I wasn't trading perps. No.
Oh, you were? Okay, I thought you were saying you said you're leverage trading earlier, so I was like, damn, no wonder.
Bro, leverage trading just makes the process quicker. Um, like, bro, you can have losing trades even on spot, right? But so I'm like, maybe automation isn't the thing, right? Because you're just automating the process of getting rinsed. You know, but like, unless you catch the uptrend, then you're farming, then and you're printing. But so I'm like, okay, let's actually just identify if we're up or down or like when we're flipping, right? So I'm like, okay, I don't have the brain to do all that, right? And neither do I want to spend time like figuring all that out. Because that's not fun. So I'm like, yo, Claude, do this shit, right? And so yeah, I'm like, maybe this approach might be a better direction. Like create a tool that actually analyzes all the data that we're expected to like decode, but let's be real, none of us can, right? um but I'm like, yo, you know, maybe if like we get Claude to do it, we could have like at least a better shot, bro, you know, at being bullish at the right time, you know.
I think that the best metaphor I could come up with, it's not even a good one, but like, okay, so you can have these tools that give you superpowers to understand all these metrics, right? And people look at charts, right, because they want to use knowledge of like trading on traditional markets that supposedly were a little bit stronger than this. But the problem is, even if you have the most instantaneous, accurate information, you're still retail trading. You're still on top of the iceberg. Let's say it's a roller coaster and you get on and you have some AI that's telling you exactly when the roller coaster is going to hit its peak, exactly when it's going to start coming down, the max speed it's going to hit, and then it's going to hit another, it's going to start going back up, and you could track all of those scientifically, right? And you could know exactly what's going to happen, and you basically have foresight versus everyone else just riding the roller coaster. You have scientific nano accuracy, but yet there's still somebody at the bottom of the ride pressing a button who could pull a lever and stop the thing mid, so you have all this information that's like totally accurate, but find a token that's not manipulated. If you're trading the majors, then you need to figure out if it's still being manipulated. Look into Jane Street and what just happened, because the trick is to find one that's not manipulated, because otherwise there's still going to be someone at the bottom of the ride that can pull that e-brake and manipulate the ride while you're there trying to get the most accurate information. I think the best I don't this is stupid. I'm gonna call myself stupid for this. I'm just gonna start by saying that because I haven't done this, but I would say the best advice for myself, if I had funds for credits and I was really into cooking, set your Claude bot up and research prediction markets. I know there's tons of hype around it and people are probably not making any money. People are probably just, farming Twitter, and people are signing up for AI subscriptions that they don't need, that doesn't actually produce anything. But the bottom line is the narrative that I've seen is not trading, using Claudebot and using these advanced AIs to trade shit coins. What people are starting to do is use prediction markets, and it might be an indicator when people are opening up Coinbase and the first thing the general public starting on Coinbase sees is prediction markets. That means there's mainstream going there, and that means there's a lot of opportunities for these bots to actually do something in this brief moment of time before it's all ruined or the next meta comes in. So if I were talking to young me, I would say, dude, don't waste your time on shitcoins. If that's what you're into, go have fun. But you need to expect to lose it. If I were looking at something, it would be these prediction markets. I do know a lot of really smart devs that have been playing with it. I don't know what their P&Ls look like. I don't know if they're making money, but that's what I would say. Green Safer, if you're gonna put your Claude bot on something, research prediction markets.
Bro, actually one of my friends was actually talking about it. He was basically trying to make $10 every 5 to 10 minutes. Basically predicting if Bitcoin's gonna go up or down, and
Right.
basic just
Yeah,
farm
that's
that.
the one I was talking about earlier, and they hook it up to they have to get the fastest RPC, the fastest source of the price, and then they use, I think they're saying use Rust instead of Python because it's like it's like just fraction, like you're min maxing the time of the API is what the game is. Otherwise, that you're betting on things that are already done.
Yeah, yeah. Like, but for me, bro, like that sounded such a headache, and like for me, it sounded like that's how I was gonna get rinsed. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna buy crypto regardless, right? Because I love crypto, right? And so I just need to know when I need to be buying, right? Because bro, I was buying last cycle and I was getting rinsed because I was buying JPEGs, right? So I'm being better this time around, and I'm buying Bitcoin, ETH, and Mana, because I like Mana too. But so just along that, I'm just like, I just need to know when to buy, bro. That's it. I need to come home and be like, okay, what is the reason for the pump? So I told the app thing to be like, yo, I want you to be like using news, like, like search for actual news, to like actually like validate why the price actually went up or down. um so I'm like, this way I could be self-sustainable, and I don't need to actually like tap in, bro. Like every single second, bro. I could just open up the app and be like, yo, dude, what's going on? And it tells me everything. Like it has all the metrics. I just started doing it right now. So I'm probably gonna just like spend time on it for like a full month, bro, and just be like, no, make it better, make it better, make it better, right? Until it just can't. Um but that like I hope this way at least I know for a fact I won't get rinsed, because like all I'm trying to do is figure out when to buy, you know, and like if it's a good buy. I'm just not trying to buy tops, because and like as long as I could just do that, I'll be mentally good because I won't sell the bottom ever because I'm not buying tops. right? And and yeah, I'll have just a better journey overall because I won't be chasing, and I'll be disciplined because I know what I'm doing, and the bot's basically decoding all the uncertainty that I might feel because I feel like I don't know something. And at least I could be
I'm
like,
just
the bot
gonna
knows.
say, Greensifer, you know, and I know everybody's getting down with bots and reliance and stuff, right? But great visual truth last recently, right? When Bitcoin just hit this 50% skid or wherever your number falls from like 120 to 60 something, right? What happened at the same time? Fucking the stock market hit all-time highs. Why? Well, if institutions are buying this risky investment and putting it on their books, then when they have these forced sales at losses, they're using those losses as gains to pump it into other things like stocks. So I just think regardless, it's like, yeah, you could have your truth, but the truth is there's always a deeper, bigger truth, especially when these large institutions now have the power to collateralize their debt off our backs. So stay about what you're about, but just know that a bot doesn't know anymore. Like they might have real time data, but the game's being played at a bigger, like the biggest, broadest brush. And the collateralized, I don't know why I can't say that today. Um, Debt is a heavy manipulated tool that we are going to be victims of, whether you're in the real markets or in crypto. So you just got to have your cost base, your truth, and keep those truths flying, because the rest of it's a crapshoot. Bots don't have all the answers.
I agree. Exactly why, like, I'm like, I'm not gonna let them trade or do nothing. I'm just gonna look at them for validation, and, maybe it knows, like, what exactly is going on, because it'll be keeping track of news and shit and metrics, Like, I basically, I pinned it to CoinGlass, so it's using CoinGlass. But I'm like, yo, I'm cheap as fuck, right? I'm not trying to pay no API fees. So I'm running it inside of Claude Code, um, which is a hack.
Right, you're just using like Cursor, right? You're not using like Claudebot.
I'm not using Claude, bro. Claudebot is stupid in my opinion. I'm just like, this is my opinion, guys. You guys are free to use whatever you guys want, right? Me personally, I'm not using Cursor either. Um, I'm using Claude itself, bro. I don't know why people like, bro. It's so powerful. Just the Claude app itself is so powerful, bro, because what it allows you to do, it allows you three options. It allows you chat, it allows you co-work, and it allows you call Claude Code, right? Claude Code essentially is a gives you access to Claude, having access to internet and everything, right? So you can get basically free API, um, but you have to like be smart about it still, right? Because you're still spending like a certain amount of tokens. But if you have the max plan, bro, I haven't maxed out yet, bro. My Claude does not stop, bro. I like these guys are talking about like prediction markets and stuff. Maybe their usage is a lot, and I'm not doing that. But my Claude doesn't stop. But so Claude Code, all it does is it basically you give it access to a folder, right? And you don't have to do nothing. It's so normie friendly. It's just an app that you download. That's it. And you just create a folder, like what I did for my Decentraland stuff is I created a folder and I'm like, yo, dude, I'm building this for SDK7. Don't mess up, right? And yeah, dude, it built it and I deployed it. It was sick. But yeah, that's, bro, you can do it for everything. Like right now, like how I'm building this app is I have it in a folder. I gave Claude access to that folder, and I'm like, yo, dude, we're building an analytical tool, and yeah, have fun. So basically, every time I do want to run this, I will have to open the Claude app and then run the folder through the Claude app, and I don't have to pay nothing extra. More than what I do already for the Claude Max plan.
Gotcha. Yeah, I haven't even checked out the Claude app. I kind of didn't even know that was a thing, but it sounds like they've kind of consumed what Cursor does.
That's
Um,
the only thing I use. That's the only thing I've ever used since the beginning, bro. I was telling everybody, bro. But like people were like, "Oh, there's advantages of having like different AIs at your disposal," which is true, which is true. But Claude just basically took over, bro. They just took over, bro. Like there's things you can do with the Claude desktop app that I'm not even doing right now because I don't need to. Like, but bro, it you could like do like everything you can do inside like Clawbot or whatever, like whatever that thing is. You could do it custom without like having like a mid-party risk, bro. You could just do it with Claude. Like, why do you need to go to Clawbot or
Right,
whatever?
but then it does have the brain and it has consistent thought and it has skills, so it has the AI agent attached to it, like that can
You can
actually.
give skills in Claude, the desktop app.
Oh wow.
I know you, bro. I'm telling you, like, I still don't use them because I'm like, I don't need to right now, and I'm kind of like, bro, I was using Claude like basic model, bro, this whole time, right? I just went on the max plan just because I'm like, yo, dude, like, I kind of like this shit. Um, so I'm still experimenting, bro. But yeah, you can do skills. Like, I tried adding like a Decentraland builder skill to it. Um, and it's kind of cool. So now it just uses SDK7 assets and it's kind of cool. But I don't know if it's retaining any of that. But it does. It does. Like it remembers everything. But it still
So
messes up sometimes.
okay, so and this was like news that came out yesterday. And this is pertaining to Anthropic AI. I'm guessing Anthropic is who owns Claude or built Claude. Uh, and so yesterday there was news that they had been blacklisted by the US government due to not meeting their demands. What do you think the future of Claude will be with this, turbulence so far?
I mean, my perspective's kind of dystopian, but I'll share it if you want. Um,
Down with the system?
I mean, bro, what will happen is Trump already has OpenAI, right? So what they will do is they will be like, yeah, we're going to suffocate you, Anthropic, until you can't breathe no more. And when, you're like knees deep in debt, we're going to pretend to be the savior and we're going to buy you out. And then we're going to make you do what we want, even though you told us no. And we were going to pay you more money back then, but now we're going to pay you pennies and you're still going to do what we want. That's my perspective. It's very dystopian, but these guys are ruthless, bro. Like I hope Claude, somehow like breaks free. But like, bro, then you're just praying for AI revolution. You're basically saying you'd rather have AI rule over you than evil human beings. Then when the AI turns evil, then it's like, bro, dude, what would you have rather had? Evil AI ruling over you or evil human beings? Because it's like the utopian society would be like, yo, I want good leaders, bro. But fuck, dude, look around,
Yeah, yeah, just look around. Alrighty. Well, we've already gone about 30 minutes over our scheduled time. So, how do you guys or my oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I'm gonna bring it over to Alan because Alan came up to speak a while back and my bad, dude. I forgot.
Hey, thanks. No, don't worry. Interesting conversation, everyone. I hope you're having a great weekend. Um, I I will spare you my opinions on taxes, which you're talking about, because it would be counterproductive to anyone looking to survive and thrive in the chaotic world we live in. I really lots of fascinating things. Fascinating. These AI bots are fascinating and horrifying. I don't know what to think. I'm gonna just sit at the back of the room and see how things play out, probably. But anyways, the only real thing I wanted to say was I just wanted to thank everyone who came to the hockey event last weekend. I can't believe a week's already gone by. It's freaking crazy. But thank you so much. Pepe and I wish the puck had worked better, and I really want to thank everyone that sort of stuck around through the chaos there for a little while. We learned a lot, I think, and we will go back to the drawing board and see if we can get it working nicely. But again, really big thank you. Very appreciated. And I wanted to apologize in case there were people there that I didn't acknowledge, because I feel like there were avatars that were not showing up in my screen. It's funny. I was going through the footage and I saw a comment from Meg, which was like, "You and Pepe, hard reset. Everyone reloads. It'll probably work." And when I saw that, it was like a few days later, but I thought, oh, "Fuck, that's probably what would have maybe that would have helped." But I kind of panicked and didn't want to, end the stream or leave the scene because I thought it would break more. So if you were there and I didn't get you into the draws, and I apologize big time, but I'll leave it at that. It was a lot of fun. So thank you everyone for being there and hanging out and going through the wacky experiments. So have a great weekend, everyone, and good luck with those AI bots.
Yep. Personally, I'm just, opening up to them because, I mean, it seems like we're going into a world where if you're not using it, like there could be a chance you could be like left behind. So I'm trying to see like my best ways of using it while playing around with it, of course, seeing what it can do. I'm pretty amazed.
I'm stubborn, and so I'm slow to adopt to things like this. But it's probably just inevitable. Um, I joke sometimes that it took me like almost a year to download a MetaMask wallet because I was like, nah, I don't want to do. Nah. So hopefully I can shorten that into like a 6-month window and get some AI stuff going. But good luck with it all, guys and gals. Crazy times are ahead. So.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So I'm just gonna pass it around the room here for any final thoughts. And yeah, we can head on over to Los Cats event. Make final thoughts.
I just want to say how grateful I am for all the people in this room pushing this forward and helping me grow. And fuck, dude, what an adventure we've been having. Uh, every time I feel like I learn something, I realize there's more to learn and more fun to be had. I really like you guys. It's tax time. I am not allowed to do anything but my taxes until they're done. For real though.
All right. I'm not. I'll be asking next time you slide into my DMs or text me or anything. I'll be like, "Are your taxes done, Make?"
I got to bring him to the big boss in just a second, and we got to sit down, and then I'm going to lose all of my confidence. Is going to go right out the window when Pants is like, "What? What did you do all year?"
It's for a good cause. It's for a good cause. Love you, Make. Thank you
Also,
for being here.
last, if you got yourself, including a E-Ape, there's fun stuff coming. I know you got it. I know Toxic got it. We got some good crew there. There are things to sign up for and some fun to be had. And I think we made a whole lot of new friends. GLB's on the way. Let's go.
Let's go. That's awesome news. And yeah, I was actually probably going to like message or like even just try to like pop into the Discord later today and see if anyone could send me the link to staking my EAP so I can join the team.
Let's
Alrighty.
go.
Dr. Drip, any final thoughts?
Um, right before my GPU took a dump, I don't have an integrated graphics card, so my computer's like totally dead. Well, just last night, my dad brought one of my little brother's old graphics cards. We just got a family of nerds. They came in so clutch. I think it's a 3070 or something. It's a downgrade, but it'll get me up and running again. I can pull some files. But my point is, um, a few of the homies came through and asked me to create some wearables. Um, And I just want to say I'm down. I took those gigs. I've been building some custom streetwear for some of the homies for their show, for their build, for their game, for their event. And if anyone else is interested, I'm down for some commissions. So pricing is anywhere as cheap as $100 to as expensive as $300. It all depends on what you want, what you need. But feel free, DM me, hit me up. I'm ready to cook again. I'm just finishing up my headlight queue. I got 3 headlights that are shipping next week, and then I'm all clear. And I'm going to RMA my 4090 and see if I can get that back up. But I also have a really nice laptop. So hit me up, whatever you guys need. And also, if you don't have a budget, you don't need wearables made, you just always had a question for me or something, I keep my notifications off. I don't get bothered. So you guys can always hit me. I never say this. I feel like I don't say it enough. Please bug me. My friends don't hit me up anymore. Nobody hits me up anymore. If you got some annoying question, let's chat, because it's not annoying. I love talking about this stuff. So hit me up. I love you guys. Have a good weekend. See you later.
Don't forget to follow Dr. Drip on Instagram for all of your lights and vibe needs.
Yeah, sick_66. 666.
Let's go. Man, Drip, you kind of like punched me in the chest just now and I went, oh, whenever you're like, oh yeah, my dad came over with my bro's GPU. It's a 3070, and I'm over here looking at my computer with a 3070 Ti, and I'm like, look away. uh, but
Well, the good thing is I'm gonna be able to give a different card a test run, so I could find out. My buddy sold his 4090 and picked up like a 5070 or something, and he says that there's a lot of value to be had in these newer cards that are a little bit less. So I don't know. I'm gonna see what happens.
yep.
I
All
promise
right.
I won't double bake in 2 different Blender versions with a bunch of scripts running at this. That was unresponsible. That was irresponsible.
Oh, is that how it fried?
Yeah, we cooked. We cooked.
Oh, you literally.
Yeah.
Oh man, you could put an egg on that on that graphics card.
Yeah, marshmallows. Okay, I love you guys.
Love you, Drip. Thank you so much for coming up and speaking with us today. Alan, any final thoughts?
No final thoughts.
No,
You may
no thoughts,
continue.
just vibes. No thoughts, just vibes.
My brain is mush today. I don't know why. Well, I know why, but I won't. I'll spare you that as well. Have a great weekend, everyone. Keep kicking ass. Gosh, I'll just try to pump everyone's tires here. Everything's going awesome. Have fun out there. Talk soon. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Alan. Thank you. And Mean Green Doge, do you have any final thoughts?
Sorry, I laid my microphone away. Yeah, maybe something, and I don't know if I was clear when I talked about the global chat. We don't save any messages, but a malicious actor could, and I hope you be aware that yeah, an open protocol means you you have other problems like no awareness how it works, and yeah, in this case, be patient what you're writing. Thank you, and thanks for the for CBD.
Oh, thank you, Mean Green Doge. I mean, you're as much a part of this as like everyone else that shows up for CBD. So really, appreciate your time and your contributions, your efforts, everything. Toxic, on to you. Final thoughts.
How should I top the final dystopian thoughts of MGD? Oh yeah, please, friends, go to the firm. Today is the last day to share your thoughts. on the request for comments on the grants program. I know I'm annoying with this, but it's important for me to get all your thoughts out there. And beside that, thank you very much, Sinful, for having me today. It was a pleasure as always, but I'm happy when Canessa is back next week because she's so much better in this than I. So
She's so much
love you
better at
all,
this than
friends.
me.
Yeah, right? Like, oh, sheesh. Oh my God, Canessa, we need you.
I don't know why she keeps me around, so you true.
You're a lucky guy, that's why.
Yes, yes, I am blessed for sure. Thank you, everyone, so much for the conversation today. It's been great, especially after a rough week. All right.
And thanks again
So
for the Mio hoodie.
you are so very welcome. So just let's head on over to the next event over. I know we're a bit over time. I'll have to apologize to Los Cat for sure. But everyone head on over to coordinates 66 comma negative 141 for Los Cats performance. Um and yeah, enjoy the show, everyone. I'm gonna be popping in there myself, as well as there are other events happening today, which is kind of crazy. I'm seeing a Meta DJ live Saturday, February 28th, starting in 22 minutes, and in 1 hour we have the Antila DJ set with Come Music. I'm probably saying that so wrong. But yes, there's that event in 1 hour. ABC Decentraland tours in 2 hours with Billy T Coin, Oddjob, and Toxic Waifu. And then in 5 hours we have Metaverse After Hours. And it's the funny thing is that in 5 hours, Metaverse After Hours, that will be the first event of March uh, in the UTC time zone, of course. But yes, that is our first event of March. Um, and then tomorrow, Saturday or tomorrow, Sunday, we have our Helvetian friends that will be hosting their two events, their 7E Mezzo Royale and the uh, Pixel Business Community Sundays in 22 hours. And then in 23 hours, we have the Community Winterfest closing event um, with our performer Billy T Coin. So that should be exciting. And yeah, there's also You Sponge Sundays tomorrow. Uh, and moving on to Monday, we have Stony Eye presents Mo Beats. Then after that, on Monday, we have Mo Fire Mondays. And and then we will finish the night off, the Monday night, with Beyond the NFT, which is a special episode of Beyond the NFT coming up because it is our 4-year anniversary of hosting Beyond the NFT. It will be celebrated with my first OP. Please don't judge, guys. I like literally don't have a graphic designer like mind at all, like at
Oh my
all.
God,
So
please, next time hit me up. I'm doing the OP for you for real. Oh my God, please.
oh,
Let
okay, yes, I
let
will do
let me
that.
know. Oh my God,
Because
sheesh.
I do not have a single creative bone in that aspect, Toxic. Like I
Me
tried for like
neither.
3 hours, you know,
I
but maybe I
have
would.
Canva. I have
You have
Canva
can.
Pro, so hit me up.
Okay, okay, okay. You're on my list then. And also the our guest for Beyond the NFT tomorrow, or I mean on Monday, is going to be yours truly, the Mew Mew. I am the guest. Canessa will be hosting will be our host, and I don't know if M is still up for it, but I know and Old Guy were interested in popping in and backing Canessa up as well with bombarding me with all the questions that you must know about the Mew Mew. And also, I mean, I wanna open up the invitation to anyone that wants to pop into the show. Um, Alrighty. And then, of course, on Tuesday, we have the absolute basics of building in Decentraland with Canessa at noon Eastern. And Toxic, are we going to have WTF
We
Decentraland?
we're gonna do WTF, and it's gonna be a spicy one. So looking forward to everyone.
A spicy WTF. Looking forward to it. All right, all right. Well, let's head on over to Lost Cats event, and yeah, have fun, everyone. Love you all, and thank you for being here. It means a lot to us. Bye.